Alright, and we are live. Welcome everybody. This is the Arcane Gate. I'm Denaru. And why don't everybody introduce themselves? You go first?
Might as well just do it with the characters when we get to the chance.
Alright, that's fine. Well, then I'm just going to leave it off with our DM, Fallen Monk.
Hey guys, I'm Charles Walker. Thank you all for coming here. So, this is our first time doing anything like this except for Rocket Punch stream. You guys in chat, thank you all. That was amazing. And yeah, it just made us want to do more of this. So, yeah, thank you all for coming and let us have fun. So, this is a homebrew campaign I've been working on for the last year or so. And yeah, I'm excited for y'all to see what madness I got in store for everybody. So, to set the tone, first off, all of you find yourselves in a place known... This is a plain known by many names, but most commonly to the people in y'all's area known as the Diana Valley, named after an ancient human princess. Essentially, this plain's had a mixed history of conflicts, wars, and other stuff, but you currently find yourself in the place known as the Emerald Expanse. A long, strange, and just beautiful place full of halflings and human farmers. Pretty simple land, not a lot of trouble. Occasional monsters will sneak their way in, some trolls, some bullets, but other than that, mostly pretty safe place. And other than that, just a simple, good place for people to start their first adventure off. All of you in particular have a mixed past when it comes to traveling, adventuring, and stuff, but all of you have a little decent bit of a reputation to you. Everyone's starting at level 2. And this has caught the eye of a few certain people. Currently, all of you got a mysterious envelope not too long ago asking you to come to the Crossroad Taverns and to meet a certain man. They said they'll find you when you get there. And all of you curious, whether it was for coin or whether it was just a pure sick curiosity, you want to know what was going on. So all of you answered the call and decided to come. Now, as far as the order of everyone arriving, you arrived at a simple town known as the Crossroads. The Crossroads is pretty much in the dead center of the Emerald Expanse, and is also a good mixed area when it comes to, it's right in between the Skysphere Mountain, the home of the dwarfs, the home of the rogue states, mostly known as Deadlands and Bandit Country, and to the human cities of the north and the free city of Merton, the merchant capital of the world. So, overall, pretty mixed area. It's kind of the dead center of it all. It's a pretty popular area for travelers and all sorts of people coming through. And you'll find a mixed bit of everybody. Pretty big marketplace and a pretty active tavern that's really got its name, known as... You would think I would have had my notes ready by now. I had all this time to get ready. Let's see. Emerald Expanse. Here we go. Surprisingly, this is the most organized I've ever been. You're at the tavern known as The Split. It's a large inn known for travelers. It's real popular amongst people on the road. Run by a pretty well-known halfling family. All we've been here for a decent bit of time now. Speaking of, our first arriver would be you, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
I'm DeAndre Roden, and I'm playing the character Marcus Locke. He's a human. He has long black hair that's shaved down on the side, that's threaded to type of a mohawk going down his back. He wears goggles on his head most of the time and is normally wearing a jacket over some leather armor that seems to be customized with different writing over the breastplate part of it. And the jacket flows down to almost touching his feet. He would have came to this town wearing pretty much everything he could carry in a backpack on his back, and probably has been trying to get a little work going, get a bit of light in the pockets coming into town.
To set the scene, as you come in this tavern, you, with your newly found companions, as you will, as you have to look up to both of them as the two centaurs travel over you. Like, alright, Colt, this is our area. You notice this Crossroad Tavern in particular is really set up to, actually accommodate centaurs. A good half of the taverns actually set up on the outside. The bar itself actually stretches from the inside of the tavern to kind of an open area to the actual outdoor side. And they're just kind of walking through the bar, expecting you to follow them.
I look around the space and notice the interesting architecture. And I'll follow them.
They just kind of arrive. You're kind of like head level with the bar. It's a little bit of a reach, but not too bad. And there's like, oh, and they there's like 3 mugs for all of us, please.
So the bar comes up to head level on me.
Pretty much.
So this is what a dwarf feels like.
It's like, yeah, you'd think they'd accommodate all the other halflings who live in this area.
I hop up on a bar stool so that I'm not so far down. I guess.
Oh, there's no bar stools. It's a centaur area.
There goes that notion.
Yeah, he just he grabs you a flag and ale and passes it to you. As Chrome the centaur is just like, well, you see that person you're looking for?
Based on, was there any description in the letter?
Literally none, except for just telling you to come here.
Well, considering that the nature of them was to tell me to come here and they would come find me when they were ready, no, I do not see the person I was looking for.
As you get a look around, you see bars densely populated with definitely a lot of travelers, a mixed group of people. Notable people you see young, I want to say young for an elf, a woman kind of sitting there.
Oh, so I can't tell the difference then.
This is actually the first elf you've ever seen, now that I think about it. So you see an elf who looks like she could be about 30 in human years, just kind of attentively sipping on a glass of wine, just kind of eyeing people in the bar suspiciously. You see another fellow, a very young, looks like he's just past his teens, bard standing up on the stage, strumming at an instrument. And overall, pretty decent other place. Another person you notice is actually what you would recognize would probably be a half elf from the descriptions you've been given of him. If you'd like to describe yourself, you're probably the second person to arrive.
Well, pretty much you see what you'd expect to be a half elf, but more pale, with gray hair and white streaks across his hair. But he looks kind of finely dressed for being in light armor. So I just kind of walk in and actually I like to go up to the bar and actually hop up on it. So I'll be an eye level with the bar.
Hop on the bar? That's a high hop.
Yep. As you do that, you didn't have to look down at the halfling behind the bar, just son, I hope you're gonna clean that.
Oh, don't worry, it'll be fine. Just like a bit of ale, if you don't mind.
Sure. What kind? I got this awesome brew called Orion that I'd love you to try.
Sure.
Oh, great. And as you do it, you kind of walks past, you see another halfling behind the bar, she's like...
Oh, and who were the 2 centaurs who came with me?
Biscuit and Chrome.
It's like, by the way, I didn't mention this before, but thanks for saving me out there. It's a bit,
oh, that would have been hilarious if you starved out there.
A bit lost. Never traveled that far away from home, and I never had to hunt. It was an interesting experience, though.
Yeah, I see that. I was more worried you'd set off our traps than anything. At that point, Biscuit kind of speaks up, like, you know, you gotta be real stealthy out there. I don't know why you don't get that.
Well, I kind of just saw an animal, decided to go for it. I've never had any experience hunting game. I hunted this one rabbit, but...
I hate to see how you talk to women.
I did capture one thing. There was this one rabbit that I managed to get, but due to the nature of the way I hunt, there wasn't much of it left to eat.
Get this man another one.
So, noted for future experience that maybe you should go for bigger game. Or try different methods of hunting smaller game.
The goal is to shoot away from the belly, so I'd say, yeah, go for a bigger game.
That would have been interesting information to have in the moment.
We're kind of born with that information, so sorry. But But onto you, just this halfway kind of walks over. You notice the bottle actually does have a label on it. He just kind of happily poured it for you. Here you go.
Thank you. I kind of like wait for him to like walk away, look at the other one, and be like,
she nods. No charge. And she kind of walks up to you. It's like, sorry about my dad. My name's Laurie. That's my dad, Orland Tummond. What can I do for you?
well, I was given a strange note and was told to meet somebody here.
May I see it?
Sure. Hand her the note.
Takes it, kind of flips it. Oh, that's a seal. Interesting. So that's why he's here. Oh, she folds and holds it back to you.
So you know who gave me this note then?
Yeah, who doesn't know him around here?
Well, I don't.
You know, that's a fair point. That is the emblem of the Frisk family. They're people who literally run this town.
Alright then.
Probably the most, probably the richest family of all halflings in this area. In the whole Emerald Expanse, honestly.
Well, could you do me a favor, and if you see them come by, just point me in that direction, I guess?
I did. Thank you. Right. Say next person that would be arrive. I'll let you describe it, cause yeah.
Okay. So I come in, and what y'all see is a soft gray-skinned, intricately tattooed-looking man that's standing around 7 foot tall, 10 inches. You see a Goliath before you, in just travel-ready gear, carrying a halberd.
Oh, you're right at home at this location. You don't even have to like bend down over the
It's
bar.
odd to have doors that actually fit you.
Yep. Okay, so you're coming to the outdoor area.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you walk past and there's a half orc about your size. He's kind of standing at the door like in he kind of standing in a position that he's a bouncer. He's like, sir, could you put the halberd up?
All right. Just sort of sling it over. You can't really sheath the halberd, but put it away.
I could keep it at the door if you'd like me to.
All right. I trust you with it.
Okay. I mean, we got a reputation built on trust here.
Fair enough. I noticed anyone actually paying particular attention to me walking in, other than me being a giant man.
Make a very low perception check.
Okay.
For clarification,
The DC is very low.
for clarification, I'm
It's
looking.
a 10.
Okay.
10 plus
Okay.
13 total.
Okay. Yeah. With a 13, you notice everyone in the bar is looking at you.
Yep.
Because you were the first.
Once
Because
you draw.
they've already had the first elf they've seen all in a long time coming here. The first half elf they've ever seen here, and now they've seen nothing like you before.
So, like, half the patrons are about up to my knee there. Be
Yeah.
careful not to step on anyone as I'm
Well,
coming
it's
through.
a mixed group of humans and halflings and hill dwarfs,
All
but there's definitely a few like a kid like, wow, he's tall as you, Red. And he's like, yeah, that's a too much credit here. And you estimate the half orc, which is a very big built man with a big mop of red hair. Simply got puts your halberd in a little closet and just shuts like, all right, you enjoy your stay. Yeah, I think the outdoor area would probably suit you best.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you're walking out there, you do see a dark-skinned human standing next to some centaurs. Definitely surprised to see you.
And he has that expression of just like. So, and then kind of like just turns around.
So he knows why I'm
and then
here.
kind of just
Yeah.
turns around to the bar. He's like,
You're one of the few people that probably actually knows what a Goliath looks like since you're close to the mountains, because
true.
all Goliaths in this area are from the other side of your mountain. So, yeah, you stick out like a sore thumb.
I'm gonna be just out of the way, but where I can see everything happening, I guess.
Yeah, you walk over to Centaur that's only, he's still a little bit taller than you, and you're just like, Alright, And then next, alright, And to add to the list of people that stick out like sore thumbs in this small farmer town,
Cavalcade of misfits.
So, walking through the door, you see two people that, I mean, everyone's out of place in this group, but we definitely are. Two average height, human-looking girls, twins, with light blonde hair, very pale skin, and light blue eyes. And, mine is, character's Luna, and she's wearing robes, and she also has a quarterstaff. My sister.
My character is Madie. She's wearing chainmail.
There we go. Alright. Then them two step in, only to add to the, at that point, some old geezer at the bar is like, all these dang weirdos coming into town. Saying it just loud enough for y'all to hear, but it's just like, everyone's like, kind of giving it, ignore that. Definitely there's some people in the bar just kind of looking around, just a little shocked at just mixed group of people in here tonight.
I love how we're the oddities and they have horse people walking around.
Yeah.
In all fairness, centaurs are pretty popular in this area.
No, they're weird to us.
Yeah,
We're all that matters.
Yeah, you've never seen a centaur before.
Staring equally as hard. Just staring daggers at anyone that looks at me.
Right. And around that point is when Lori and another barmaid actually start talking to each other. You see a taller human girl just kind of get down and whisper to herself. Okay. Like, oh, Frisk actually asked for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. She's like, and she kind of like nudges Marcy, and she goes off, and Marcy walks up to each of y'all and whispers like, we need you over at the bar right there. We need to talk to y'all.
Wonderful.
At that point, literally the centaur walks in front of you like, hold up, what you talking to my boy here for?
It's fine. These are the people I was planning on meeting here, actually.
Oh, you're leaving?
Well, no, I'm not leaving. I'm just walking over there.
Alright. It's gone too long. I don't know what you do without us at this point.
Well, okay, I'm not helpless.
And we're not saying you're helpless.
Just not a very good hunter.
You're just
that
what
is.
we call a city boy in the country.
I'm just not a very good hunter.
Okay, city boy, get over there. Have fun, Cole.
Was it like biscuit giving?
That was Chrome.
No, of course. But so I'll walk over. And,
Yeah, as you're walking by biscuits, she's like,
and then as I'm seeing these people, all of the new faces converge. What a guess.
yeah,
What a shock.
yeah.
It's probably the main character.
Who knew
Every
that the
prick-
people with 2 legs would be the people gathering here?
In particular, the elf just kind of looks at all y'all like, just kind of gets up and walks out. You see, like, those are more inside, kind of get a look for her, like, alright, something's happening. I'm not dealing with this, and just walks out.
Fair.
And she's like, and at that point, it's like, okay, you are all the people that's been gathered together by Mr. Frisk, and she sets a key on there. Go up to the 2nd floor. He should be waiting on you up there. He had a room rented out for last. We bought that room at this point. He's been there a while now.
Oh, very good.
You got anything to worry about in here?
Oh no, the Frisk family's great. Like,
Okay.
no, honestly, they're a great group of people, especially Martin. Martin's so nice.
Okay.
I'm assuming the rest of you lot all got a letter.
We did,
Yeah.
actually. Well, I'm assuming that you did.
Yeah, I did.
I got one.
Well,
I just hold up the letter. I don't say anything. I just hold it up
Well,
like yes.
yeah, he tries to shake each of your hands. My name's Marcus Locke. Pleasure to meet you all.
When you get to Luna, she just stares at your hand, and then she just looks at her sister Madie.
Hi, we're Luna and Madie.
Oh, okay.
The name's Siras.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Amarok.
And Rock. Grip there.
Yeah, just whole hand, whole arm.
Alright, so, so do y'all proceed to go upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all proceed to go upstairs, and at that point, when you get to the second floor, it's mostly closed rooms. People are already kind of getting bed down or just trying to relax after a long travel or getting ready to go somewhere. It's about midday right now, so it ain't too late. And you do see one person sitting out in the hallway in particular, just kind of leaning, and you see he's actually rubbing the sides of his head. Small halfling fellow, wearing light robes, kind of dusty, but looks like they're pretty well made. They got nice green trims on them. He's got a pretty nice emerald necklace. Hair's kind of shaggy, but looks like it was. He tries to comb it down and put it into place, but just kind of falls apart at the end of the day. And he's just like, "Oh, y'all made it! Great." And he kind of hops up and starts walking over to you.
I'm assuming you're Chris?
Yes, I'm Martin Frisk, one of the sons.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, he kind of looks up to you. He's like, I'm Martin, and Amarok, Siras, Arcane, and Luna Madie, right?
Just for clarification, I guess it's odd that I'm using full name. Just call me Marcus, for simplicity's sake, since everyone seems to be sticking to their first name.
Most of these people seem to be fairly innocuous, so it took a lot of finding y'all, being perfectly honest. Yeah, I guess I should explain the situation. It's weird, I'm not gonna lie. It's a weird one, and
They normally are.
Yes. Of course, you adventurers will know that I'm a bit of an adventurer myself. I get it.
Adventurer.
Yeah, I'm a wizard.
Well, I mean, you use the term adventurer to imply us all, but I've only recently left on my journey.
Oh, well,
Podcasting now.
well, you all are said to be very skilled individuals that,
I'm feeling called out.
that is the weird part is, my uncle picked all of you out specifically. And that's just where it gets weird when you meet my uncle. Okay, he's a great man. I love my uncle. I really do. Okay, I would say he's like my father to me, but he isn't my father. My father was great, but this guy's actually accepting of me. So, I mean, he's something. But, just, I really care about him, and it would really mean a lot to him if y'all talk to him. He's been fixated on y'all five in particular for the last, probably as long as I remember.
Well...
Why wasn't he here today?
Well,
No, he's here. He's in there.
A lot to initially front load, but okay.
Oh, okay, yes, that's what I'm like. How do I put this to where... Okay, just meet him and you may understand. I don't understand it. You may. Okay.
Eccentric uncle.
Alright, well, if it will clear things up,
Okay.
sure, let's meet your uncle.
Alright, to explain, his name is David Frisk, and have any of you heard of him? You might have actually. You as well, both of y'all roll history checks.
Okay. Do I know with a 3?
No.
Oh wait, that's a 9.
24.
You've heard
24,
the
you know. Yes. Okay, so you actually have heard of David Frisk before. He was known as the Lost Son. Essentially, the Frisk family has always been a pretty big farming family, and David, though, was a son who was the oldest of the family, was supposed to inherit the farm, but just up and disappeared one day. And apparently, for a good 20 or more years, he was off on an adventure. And then came home one day with all these glorious, grandiose tales. There's been a lot of rumors about him. Some say he's a madman now. He doesn't come outside much. Some say he's a genius, but it's hard. It really depends on who you ask. But you've heard rumors that his family has mixed feelings about him as well, because he was supposed to inherit the farm, but completely bailed on it.
Would have us meet a legend then.
Yeah, as far as adventurers go, he's a pretty popular one, at least among your circle of influences.
Well, I was saying that part in character.
Okay, got it.
But, would have us meet a legend then. I've heard a bit of your uncle then.
Oh, okay. Most people think he's a madman, thank God. Yeah.
Well, I've not met the person, so
You
I
can
have
be
no
both,
I have no
honestly.
general opinion of him.
Stranger danger.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right through this door. And he walks in, he's like, fair warning to you, he's kind of weird around elves. Because
Okay.
your features, you're part half a high elf, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Well,
He kind of opens the door and eases it open. Uncle, we're back. You're back? Where'd you go? I thought you were here the whole time. You just gotta ease it open.
I walk in.
Uncle, I brought the people you requested. He's like, who did I request again? He looks at you. I don't remember you.
Me?
Just staring deep into your soul there.
Yeah, no, I don't remember you.
My name's Marcus Locke. You may call me Marcus.
Oh, that's a lovely name.
Your nephew said that you asked for me personally
Did I?
and sent me a letter.
As you go into the room, you get a better look. You see a halfling laying in bed with a kind of a dim candle lighting the room, and you get a better look at him, and he looks rough. Like, you actually see his hair, it's mostly brown. You recognize he's not too old of a halfling, but it seems to have gray streaks all in it. You notice in particular he has some pretty bad scars on his face. You see he's actually missing a few fingers that are kind of draped over the bed. You see in particular 2 right here are missing, and the other ones have black toward the end, signifying that he lost some of the frostbite. And you actually get a better look at the bed and notice he's actually missing a leg. Just so we can tell like where, just the outline of what's laying there. Like,
Maybe the quarterling.
Yeah.
bruh.
Well,
Yeah. He's like, did I? No. Who else is out there? Come in where I can see you.
Don't feel comfortable going in.
I go in and it's like, oh, it is me, Siras.
You came to visit me.
Of course.
You finally woke up.
Yeah. Thank you for sending a letter to me. I didn't know you were work.
I never sent you a letter. You never would answer me. Did I?
Well, I have a letter right here.
I write you, but you still ain't calling.
Oh, you're the other. You're the other elf.
Oh, you're looking for the other half.
Was that a joke?
It was. Did you like it?
Cause you're half. Oh, you didn't have a sense of humor.
I have the better half.
Yes. Now it's clicking. Marcus, the elf. There's the Goliath and the two other women.
Just gonna push everybody in now.
Our feet are like pushing against the ground.
It's like, Uncle,
Just
so
sliding.
So you remember him? Martin, where's your brother? He didn't. It's okay. Yeah, he didn't. He doesn't come. Yes. This is good. This is good. You can finish what I started.
Okay.
All right.
What
And what does
exactly
that
did you?
That's Uncle, calm down. Talk to him about what you brought him here for. Oh, what I brought him here for.
Was that meant for us?
He's like, yes.
I'm gonna hold her staff more in front of her, just kind of like blocking, just like.
Maddie starts to
your
take
arms
a step
over.
and put yourself in
On
front of
my
her.
way
Yeah.
here, as you can see, I'm a very roughed up, weak old man, and a precious family heirloom of mine got stolen by some bandits.
That's never fun.
Yes, and was hoping, since you all seemed like young, intrepid adventurers, you could recover this for me. It means a lot to me, sentimental value-wise.
Have you thought about contacting the guards? I don't know where the rest of
It's...
Everyone
I'm sure
can?
their jurisdiction ends pretty quickly outside town.
And Martin's like, I'm actually pretty high up in the ranch hands. The problem is, we've dealt with a few issues over at the border of the rogue states and some other sightings of goblins in the area, so it's stretched a little thin when it comes to things lately. So I was hoping to hire in some extra hands.
Oh,
Asked for hands quite far away, though.
My uncle's very peculiar.
We noticed.
Yeah.
and just for clarification, particularly, why did you? I mean, not that I'm doubting my own capabilities, but I'm not technically an adventurer. I generally only travel here because I was summoned.
At that point, you just hear Marcus is just like, well, then David cuts him off, because I believe in you!
I'm glad that you believe in me, person who I met today.
There you go. That's the heart of adventure.
Alright.
Now, get out of here. Go. Give him the details, Martin.
Well, it was good to meet you.
Yeah.
It's not asking twice.
Now I'm pushing
I'm
everyone
already
out
out the door.
again.
I'm already out the door. As soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, bye. Gone.
Okay, and I'll leave.
Martin just like, he's like, okay, bye, Uncle. And he's like, hey, bring your brother next time. I haven't seen him or my brother in a while. How's he doing? And at that point, you see Martin's face kind of drop a bit, like, I'll try and get him. And he shuts the door. Sorry about that. Anyways, the bandits are about a half mile out of town.
So, clarification. What are we looking for?
I actually misspoke. It's like a half-day out-of-town ride. There's an old fort that was actually there from the war 50 years ago to Tribor. There's an old base that was used in that time. Currently been taken by some bandits that have been raiding some people on the South Road. It's just been a few small merchants, nothing too big, so hasn't warranted getting an entire army involved, but definitely need to stamp it out before it becomes a big problem.
What are we talking about with numbers then?
A little less than a dozen is what we were told.
A dozen ruffians out in a fort in the middle of the woods. Okay. Again, what are we looking for?
It's a stone fort. It's pretty hard to miss out there.
Are we looking for the fort? Or you said an heirloom or something that was taken from it.
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. It's a red crystal gem. It's shaped really weird at the bottom, but yeah.
So, just a gem.
Yeah, that's what it.
Okay. And how long ago was it when he lost it? Because if it was taken by bandits, they could have possibly already sold it.
Yeah.
Depending on how recognizable this artifact is. If it's something that's hard to sell, they'll hang on to it if they can find a buyer.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for right now, and if not, at the least we can take out these bandits and we can get a lead on the next one.
Alright.
Leave one alive, torch them, find out where they snapped it.
Well, you say that very confident. Okay. I'm still a bit out of my depth here. I was in
Learn by doing.
I was in a town, received a letter, checked up on the information, and I'm being sent to deal with a fortress of bandits.
You'll catch up.
Fun vacation, isn't it?
Certainly it's exciting. I'll give you that.
Martin's like, welcome to the adventure life.
There's that word again, but well,
Oh, my uncle loves that word.
well, he said it was a day and a half ride.
No, just half a day.
Are we being provided with mounts, or I travel here by foot?
Yeah, it's a by foot walk half day, and when I say half day, it's like there and back half day. So.
Oh, so we can get there easily by foot then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we should be able to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Off in a distance.
Right. Well, time of day is it? What time of day is it?
Time of day, it is about midday.
So we still have a good bit of daylight if we want to. So if we're to at least scope this place out, we should go there now as the night should come, and then we scope it out while it's easier for us to hide. We need to know what we're getting into before we just go gallivanting in.
And you say you're not an adventurer.
I mean, that seems more logical than anything.
Common sense. Question again about this fort. How dilapidated is it?
Hasn't really been used in the last 50 years. Every now and then someone will camp out in there. It's officially city property, but hasn't really been used for anything.
So it's just ruins. There's no defenses we should worry about.
Unless they upgrade it a little bit now, they shouldn't have to worry about anything. No ballistics or anything.
Well, we should still scout out the area to determine how many bandits are there. Well, my newfound compatriots to adventure, I guess.
Well, as he said, to adventure.
Question though, we are risking our lives in this situation. There was no speaking of compensation for this task?
He said he wasn't an adventurer.
I mean, again, it's common sense, I would imagine.
He's just greedy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for the experience.
My uncle said he was going to work that out with Phil when he got back, and trust me, I will give you something if his episodes kick in. I will get you something, okay? Don't worry. You were a wealthy family. We can get you something.
Okay.
It's not like we're not good for the money.
Well, I guess we're off then to take out bandits in the woods.
Yeah.
Away we go. And then I'll start puzzling, walking towards the door. Bring up.
Do the John Travolta
I hang
thing.
back a little bit with Madie, just kind of pull her back, and I'm like, we're going into the woods with a bunch of dudes we just met.
Yeah, not too thrilled either, but we'll just.
Let's hope the money's good at least.
All right.
So, before I leave though, I want to talk to Biscuit and Crone.
Somebody's just going to leave. You're just going to open the doors, going to stand there like...
No, I want to talk to them. Let them know where I'm going.
Right.
So,
You come up. There are a few flagons in already.
I've been given a job with these people over there. So,
Nice.
they want us to deal with the bandit encampment out in the woods.
Oh, that's rookie stuff. You're fine.
Any more information that you have on the situation? You travel the woods a lot. Any potential ways that we could sneak up on the fortress before we...
That thing of yours, don't pull it out until you got a sure kill on them.
I mean, I was very confident in that capability. I'm not dumb. I understand the concept of don't just go off.
Okay.
So
The one very beefy girl that came in here earlier, don't have her sneak. It didn't look like you had the most stealthy bunch aside from the elf. They're supposed to be good at that.
I mean, that seems to be a broad assumption, but okay.
This isn't me having preconceived notions. It's me sizing someone up pretty hard. Just being.
I mean, to be fair, he seemed like he was trying to draw a lot of attention. He stepped right up on the bar. I mean, that's kind of a weird thing to do, but...
I'd also like to just walk up and be like, hey, don't worry about your buddy here.
Biscuit kind of sneaks up. I just assumed I was an elven mating ritual.
To whom?
To everyone in the bar.
Anyone willing.
He knows what he's talking about.
I mean, for a short girl, that bar
Any
is
type.
attractive.
I mean, that's true. I'll give her that. Yes. Okay. I was looking too, but but alrighty then. Do you know any particular spot that would be best to approach this fortress from? If you've looked at it yourself.
Okay, fortress. For that one. Said there was bandits there.
Mm-hmm.
I was abandoned until pretty recently. Yeah, we camped out there a time or so. A lot of crows hanging around there. It's a weird place. But, all's pretty dilapidated up front. front door was still hanging on enough to where you could barricade it, but honestly, I assume you could probably scale some of the broken parts of the wall if you tried.
All right. Question though. I'm a bit short on coin. I was just wondering, did you have any rope that you weren't particularly using, or anything like that?
Oh, sure don't use rope for climbing.
Well, I'm not. That's not necessarily the
No,
angle.
we use it
I'm
for traps, I get it.
No, that's not the angle I'm taking. Yes, but
When things go bad, he's gonna hang
yeah,
himself.
sure, Colt, how much you need?
just like just one bundle of rope. That's all I need. I have some rope on me, but so I just need one bundle of rope.
Oh, okay. And he just kind of takes some of his excess rope and tosses to you like 10 foot of it.
Okay, I'll put that into my inventory. Thank you, and again, thank you. You saved my life out there. And if this goes well, I'll be happy to do more work. Learn a bit more.
Oh, yeah, of course. Dragon still has some things she wants to show you.
Well, then,
Which, we've been hanging in here too long. We need to actually get back out there.
yeah, she might start looking for y'all.
Yeah, we'll be at the market stall if you need us.
Okay. Well, until we return, my friends.
Indeed.
And
Safe travels, friend.
all right, well, I'm ready to go. If you lot are.
Friends of yours?
They saved me. More recent friends. Yes.
Best friends.
Yes. Best friends. Best friends. Even gave me a loving nickname, Colt. They called me Colt.
Child.
All right.
They call you a child.
Child?
Oh, he's aware. But, well, and then he'll start heading off. Well, I have what I need if you are ready to go.
I feel ready as ever.
Might as well.
All right.
Go talk to Red, get my halberd back.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Or-
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
sure. There you go.
Hey, yeah.
Pulls it down, and hands it to you. Safe travels.
Oh, you know it.
Right, so you guys start heading out on your merry way.
Well, just for my own curiosity, can I see your halberd for just a moment? I just want to look at it.
Okay.
How's it balanced?
It's a halberd. It's a giant axe head.
I don't know. I know real life. I know how a halberd works, but it's like, Well, you seem like you're quite strong enough to use it, so I hand it back.
It's pretty heavy.
Take it. I'm just looking at you like, why?
Like he holds on to it. It's like gives it back, gives it back to you.
There's two hands.
So you go. You all start heading. To,
You will note he is a bit on the skinnier side.
Yeah. I am all kinds of beefcake.
But so yeah, and start heading that way.
okay, you start heading toward the southwest area. Overall, kind of lightly wooded area. Most of Emerald Expanse is pretty open fields, but this area in particular is a little shadier. In particular, most of the area as you're walking through the actual town of Crossroads, it is mostly pretty much farmland. Pretty much the entirety of Crossroads isn't really a tourist-like area because the main actual Crossroads is one big market and the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it's pretty much all houses and land built on the first plantation. It's pretty much all the land to the east of it is all one big plantation. Pretty much all owned by the Frisk family, so this is right in their backyard. Okay.
So, and like he takes out a piece of the rope and he seems to kind of just working his hands around it. So do you all often take jobs randomly given to you by a stranger? That's how.
Generally how they come.
So that's how adventuring works.
This
Sometimes.
is my idea. She just here.
Who's responsible here?
No.
No.
I'm here to make sure that she doesn't get into too much trouble.
Also, just for clarification. So do you two look like almost exactly like twins?
We're
Yeah.
twins.
Okay, okay. That's okay.
The only
Oh, wait, you
there's-
can tell parts are closed.
Yeah, chainmail and yeah.
Okay.
Your hair is different too, ain't it?
No.
So they're exactly like besides their clothes. Well, that'll be confusing later on.
I hate it when twins do that, where they have the exact same hair, and they're like, "No, I'm this person."
You start changing it up.
So about how far out did y'all come from?
Actually, she is a little bit tanner than I am. Yeah, slightly.
So she's the outdoorsy one.
Yeah.
You're like the
Okay, that makes sense.
So about how far out did all of you come from? It wasn't too far from me, but still a walk.
I'm from the Free City.
It was on my way.
Well, about how many days? It was about a week out from me, right?
Yeah.
I traveled over a week to get there.
It was about a week for you two, for clarification. For y'all, it was about 2 weeks for
I'm
y'all.
not going to. I'm not going to lie to you.
Depends if y'all went straight through a rogue states. That would have saved you some time, but been very dangerous.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you went around about 2 weeks.
We went around.
Well,
Just went around.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I was being transparent about this at all. This is my first adventure out.
Don't say.
Yes. I hide it well, but
Really?
Okay.
I mean, I'm shocked.
I generally.
Jim, that's true.
I generally was away from home for a bit and got a letter and thought, new experience. And
That's what I said. She argued with me, but here we are.
Argued, threw books at you, both same thing.
Oh, gosh.
well, I will be leaning on your experience. For adventuring's sake. All I know is it's probably not best to rush headlong into a bandit camp.
I mean, that's...
Depends on what you want the outcome to be. If you want to die early, go right ahead.
No, I'm quite.
There are easier ways to commit
I'm quite
suicide.
comfortable in my life currently. I'm not ready to cast it away.
So the crafty ways we go then.
That'd be the plan.
So, the crafty way.
And then once he finished messing with the rope, he puts it back into his pack. And
The whole time I'm doing that awkward step thing, keep pace with them.
I understand.
So, when we get closer, I guess we go from the tree line. See if we can see anything before we approach. Or maybe there's a way we can get in without drawing immediate attention to ourselves.
Get off the path, come away, they won't expect.
Maybe a high up point, depending on the area. If we can look down into the courtyard.
If we're in farmland, wouldn't it be general just
Flat land all around.
Mostly flat, yeah.
Yeah, so that's not really going to be an option then.
Yeah.
Is this surrounded by trees?
I can
It's not
throw
right
you
in
into a
the
tree?
wood,
I prefer not to be. Well,
You might get mistaken for a tree.
But as you're walking, you eventually do see it.
we'll back table that.
Okay.
You eventually do see it in the distance, coming up upon it. Seems pretty abandoned, dilapidated for now. Not really noticing anything at this distance.
So, well, it is a bandit camp. They would want to be hidden as a bandit camp. They wouldn't want to make it obvious,
Yeah,
Not
they're
unless they were
signs.
truly confident in their capabilities.
which is good for us if they're not confident.
Or bad.
So,
No,
how will
so
y'all
we were
approach?
cautious.
So how will y'all approach this? Will you try and stealth or head straight to it, or any other plans?
We can have a distraction up front, draw their attention. Rest go around.
I make clinkety clank when I try to stealth.
Well,
I'm just very big.
we could say that we're interested in joining them.
Well,
I don't think that'll work with us.
No. Teenage girls.
Yeah, we're 16.
We're
well,
about your age.
well, Mike, you're both rather young, but to travel so far from home. But, well, then I can be stealthy, considering our options are loud armor, big guy.
Oh, team is babies. Oh god.
Well, I could be stealthier if I did get a better lookout. So yeah, I'll scout ahead a bit. them. So before we actually get full on there, I'll go forward ahead of the group. Trying to scout in the tree line.
Alright, make a stealth check.
So I'll go scout ahead.
Is that a 1?
Yeah. So don't worry, guys. I'll go ahead before the group to scout ahead a bit, and then I turn and immediately just land on all of the sticks.
Just as you're
Instantly
running,
Chrome's head just snaps up.
Yeah.
Marcus.
Wow.
Do you need help?
Adventure!
He lays there for a minute, and then he gets up, dusts himself off, and then he just steps to the back of the group.
First one, not even an hour in.
This is going to be a great.
Well, I did say I was new at being out in the woods.
Yeah, but I didn't think you meant like new to this world either.
You don't have to be too quiet when you're in a city. And there are other noise distracting.
At least you're starting in the lightly wooded.
Yeah.
Well, anyone else want to give a better attempt? Perhaps you in the armor would do far better than me.
If you can just stay
Unless
standing.
you want them to get like warning bells literally going off.
I'm pretty sure they know that we're coming.
Probably at this point.
How far out are we?
For some reason, I think I landed on a duck. Honestly, I heard a loud noise from underneath me.
So,
She checks for a duck.
I think that was the ground.
Oh, God.
Was there a duck?
That's what happens
There
when
was
you
no
get
duck.
hurt.
Okay.
I didn't roll for duck.
Okay.
Let me roll for duck real quick. I guess I'll get a percentile dice and make it a low chance.
roll for a chunk.
40% is not a duck roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I get that reference.
You knocked the air out of yourself and it squeaked very loud.
Okay, field rat would be pretty appropriate.
oh wait, no, I got the perfect thing that could have happened.
I'm pretty happy with this. Let's
Okay,
keep moving
okay.
on.
So,
Okay.
by the looks of things, we're not a stealthy bunch.
Oh, no.
No.
No,
Are we at least strong?
I can do strong.
I can do strength.
Okay, this is
I'm
looking
strong.
better.
So we're gonna knock very loudly.
Like
We're
we,
just going to kick the door in.
like we have the biggest
Going-
halberd in the room.
So, if we're leading with that plan, you lead because you're big and rather strong.
So I will catch all the arrows as we're walking in. It's a good plan so far.
So, if we're going from the let's play it off as join them route, which could be good, you lead because you're big
Intimidating.
and strong and holding a unbalanced weapon, but and the rest of us follow suit.
I can do the
Yeah.
talking.
Okay, yeah, you do the talking.
Me too.
This is
No.
but just for to maybe blend in a bit more, and he'll like take off his jacket and roll it up and put it into his pack because it's
Turn up your collar, looking.
well, it's like he's just wearing like it's still custom leather armor, but it's leather armor. It's rather than wearing.
We need to fix this real quick. I'm just gonna get big handful of dirt
I
and
would
just
prefer-
rub it all over you. We gotta dirty you up some, okay?
I'm gonna have to
You look
I'm
too
gonna have to
refined.
I'm gonna have to re-oil this.
Don't worry, it's fine. This happens.
Adventure.
I'm just still.
What is happening?
So,
We're
you're,
making it fit
you're
in.
going straight forward?
Yeah, we're going straight for it, I guess.
Oh god.
No.
Give me
Alright.
a shield up front here.
You guys start heading normal forward. Let's go ahead and get your pieces on the board.
Alright.
All of you will be approaching from this side because
Oh, I do not have long arms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
past the Benz, he is our resident long arm.
Ow!
Because I can't really
I mean,
restrain
for right
myself.
now, this will do. This will do.
Yes.
I'm assuming y'all are together. And where are you at? Where do you want to be?
But after my astounding performance in the back.
Okay. Very back here.
Yeah.
Does that look good to everybody? You beside me? Where are you at?
Do you
Yeah,
wanna be
because
further up
I'll be
front?
talking,
I'll be
so
further
I guess
up
I need to
front
be
as
front.
well.
Okay.
Who's who?
Not me. That's me that you're pointing at. That
This-
one's her.
That one.
This, okay, you want to be up front?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got like human shields up front, and then that's all look good to everybody. We have a T
Yeah.
going on.
Don't worry, guys. It's all up from here. I stole the first one for everyone. For everyone's sake.
Or you've started the snowball here, and we're all gonna get them.
Right. All right. So, as you're approaching, it's really quiet, actually. Like quieter than you'd expect. As you hear a distant crow calling in the distance, and that's all you really hear is an occasional caw, caw.
I don't trust
Are-
them.
Are we pretending they're actually here now, or I'm whispering here? Steve?
He mentioned that there was a lot of crows calling. But is it crows?
signals. Yeah.
Can we see anybody from where we're at?
Make a perception check.
I see Jack Squat.
What rolls that?
That is a... Hold on. That is a 10.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're not really able to pick out any people, but the fort seems overall.
Were we all making?
Are there any
perception or
tracks
just
Or
going in and
Shift
out?
you
Okay,
guys,
okay.
I was the same as her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a survival check.
Survival.
We're starting off great.
Yeah.
This is,
I-
I'm rolling a lot of
Can I say that
tens.
Luna noticed the fact that only the crow is the only sound?
That's all you hear right now is crows.
Yeah.
Just say 10 because I can't find survival.
Okay. You do see some human footprints, but not picking up anything odd about them. They all are coming from the front door, though.
Okay.
How tall are you again?
like 6 feet.
Oh crap, I can't see past it.
All right.
Tall, lengthy.
Yes.
But you were up at this door. That's all you see. And actually, y'all look up to see a few crows staring down at you.
Oh, I don't trust that at all.
Oh, I'd actually say like, so are you the messengers?
Are you speaking to? Can you speak to animals?
No.
It just kind of cocks its head to the side.
It's like,
Could you get the owners of the fort, please?
And a few more crows just kind of come and join it.
Are they the owners?
They're the owners.
The fact that these crows are not flying away means there's something up with them. Because have you ever seen a crow that doesn't immediately shoot off?
All right. Hello. We were in the neighborhood. Thought that what an interesting fort this was, and thought we'd check it out. Are you the residents?
You can talk to him.
I'm assuming they can understand us. I'm just following your lead.
It just kind of does that bird thing where it's like,
I don't know if they can understand us. I want to walk closer to the front door, and look and see if it's wrapped, I guess, or whatever.
make an investigation check.
While he's doing that, I kind of want to look at our surroundings behind us.
Perception check.
I'm just still bracing for impact.
23.
Are you doing the dodge action?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's dodge action
Okay.
here.
19
23,
perception.
19, you turn around and start looking around. Area seems pretty desolate. Not really a lot going around. You do look in a tree next to you. There's more crows in it.
When I see that, I kind of go to them guys, there's crows over here
And
too.
as you look, as you're checking out the door, seems fine. Not really trapped at all. You do notice there seems to be like a bit. You do notice a big actual like plank put there to keep people from opening. You stare like, so this thing is shut. Then you see it opens.
Oh,
Yay.
Oh, the door does not open though.
okay. So I'm gonna try to do this stealthily.
The old automatic door.
I'm gonna try to do this stealthily, but I'm going to take that bit of rope I was fixing with earlier and try to drop it near the door. If I do it stealthily, then it'll be fine. But
Okay, sleight of hand.
Are we actually seeing this? Because this could be a
It's not
problem for
great,
people
it's
going in
not.
the door.
Depends on how high it rolls, I guess, or if he lets you know.
it'll be 12.
I'm willing for passive perception over 12 season, drop it.
Yep, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as you see it drop, once it hits the ground, it disappears.
Okay, so
Alright, and so y'all do
And
take
then-
note. He planned
and-
something.
I'll back away from the door because they haven't come out. So I'm going to try to get away from the door. I saw the board move, so I know someone's there. And the door was barred, and the board went away. And I'm saying that as I'm backing up. But
oh, so that means that somebody's actually home.
mhm.
Good, because we are looking for work here, by the way. So, now,
I'm gonna lean in, whisper. They could just be waiting to ambush us. They could not care.
Alright.
Could be a group.
as long as you keep that halberd tight.
So no one's making a
We
move
wanna
for the door.
Do we want
Yes,
to go
I
hard
do.
and heavy?
Okay, you do.
The door's unbarred.
Luna sees
Be
her
careful,
step up,
like-
she like
The
Oh
door,
no, I'm bringing you with
the
me.
door's unbarred. I
she
did.
goes with her. She's like,
I did
So
place
both of you
something.
go to the door.
Yes, I just walk up there because I'm too impatient and I grab her arm
before
and I just
you
up there.
before you walk up, I did place
Look.
something near the door, so be careful.
Gotcha.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So you took a
I
step
was supposed to
back,
have the dumb ideas.
and
Yes, but sometimes impatience.
the
Goes
twins
away.
came up here.
How?
And,
What do the walls actually look like?
and pushing the doors open. The doors are, I mean, the walls are pretty dilapidated. So,
Like how?
How are you fitting?
yeah,
Hey, it works.
I think I
Push the door open.
Oh,
falls off.
I put the door hinges on backwards, so it's my bad.
Dang bandits don't have
Alright.
this truck.
I'm just
So,
imagining that's actually happening. I just like push open the door and one just falls down.
So you open the door. I'm going to say y'all are more center, so you can at least see what's going on.
Okay.
And you see one solitary figure standing in there.
You're looking at us.
But surrounded solitary figure is what really sets you off. As you see 12 corpses all strewn about the place. See a hunched over figure just kind of swaying back and forth as he's there. You notice as he's swaying there, there's something else off about him. Every now and then, part of his body pulsates and moves in just an unorthodox fashion.
Seeing this, I kind of reach the point back and I slide a shield off, this thing that has a strap on it, and then I kind of flick it and it unfurls into a shield.
Nice. Percy Jackson style, I dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Ready.
Kratos.
you see this figure just slowly turn its way around. And you see this figure just in all like kind of old tattered farming clothes. You see holes torn all in it everywhere. You see its face itself seems to be a potato sack that's kind of shaped in a rounded form. You see these dark holes that lead to nothingness. And it just kind of opens this void of a mouth and just. Everyone roll initiative.
Yay.
All right.
Can I say when I see that, I'm just like, well, now that explains the crows.
Looks like we're not getting work, aren't we?
First.
I've rolled 3 10s in a row. But yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yep, my finger got caught.
I know this is.
All right.
Huzzah.
So. Actually need that and.
At least we don't have to face 12 bandits.
I mean, we have to face the thing that potentially killed 12 bandits.
I'd rather deal with this one bandit.
There
Okay.
was 12 bandits. Now there's only one scarecrow.
Well, I mean, technically there are still 12 bandits, they're just dead.
yeah.
Who got
So
above?
far.
Who got above a 20 in
Don't
initiative?
say that.
Above a 12?
20.
Oh, 20, my bad.
You gotta remember, she used to have a plus 15.
Oh.
All right.
Swashbuckler for the win.
Who got above a 15?
I got 15.
I got 15.
I got 17.
16.
Okay. So 17, 16.
We both got 15.
What is your dex then?
+1.
Oh, +4.
Okay, Madie, then Siras, then
Marcus.
Marcus. Got 5 new names to get used to.
Oh, wait.
Marcus,
Alright, wait, we have 2 M's, so we're fine. Alright, they're not similar
Okay,
M's.
Yeah, it's no Asheron and Ashley.
If it was any more similar, I would have said no. Stop.
Okay.
All right, Amarok, what'd you get?
12.
Oh, okay.
I'm 12.
I get that reference.
Yeah.
They made a second movie to that.
Nice.
No, I heard it's very bad. Okay. All right. Okay, so first up. Wait, Amarok, what's your dex mod?
What is it? Shoot. You ask me questions now.
Yes.
Why
Why
do
do
we
we
know
know your whole shake?
It's +2.
I'm kidding. Okay.
How dare you? Expect me to know things. What is this?
Guy, you don't have the entire handbook memorized. What a noob.
I know, right?
I mean, not a lot of the monsters memorized. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why we'll start homebrewing so many monsters, because Travis can do every monster in the game.
I mean, when a homebrew monster.
You know you did. He's in the chat. Okay, so first off, Madie, you were starting the show. Well, you can let the Scarecrow go first if you want.
I'm good. Thanks.
Just everybody stage up on the door.
Maddie.
You
And
have something
she's
I
a
could,
longsword.
you have something I could place near the door. That's where I dropped.
Right. I'll just put one on
Yeah,
the
that'll work. Yeah, actually,
Travis actually won.
just have it there because they would have known about it, and so they would have stepped over it. Or,
Okay.
That's cool.
Just making sure I give it a good. So, Maddie unsheathes a longsword.
Okay.
Steps on into the room
All right.
hesitantly.
Okay. Bringing all the way to him.
Sure.
He smells like death.
Oh, he's a
Jesus Christ.
He's
Or
also
he-
surrounded by death. so-
Yeah, he's
I mean, he's
covered in
surrounded by
viscera.
corpses, so he smells like what he.
Bit of kiss in here.
I hope he didn't eat them. Just. Alright, he's going to swing.
What's that?
I have my strength.
Yeah.
Your strength plus proficiency.
Yeah, strength for proficiency to hit.
That is.
Yeah, that won't hit. You go through and you go to swing at it, and it definitely just goes out of the way before you even realize it's weirdly quick. It just
No.
it's taking notice of you.
No.
Clarification: does this look like a person, but like horribly like disfigured or something?
It's hard to tell, but it is humanoid shaped.
Okay.
We'll do the dissection after it's dead.
Okay, Cyrus, it is your turn.
All right. Where I am, let's see.
Where can I go? I'm right here, right?
Yeah.
So, 5, 10, 20, 25. I actually like to move into the fort.
Okay.
And it's sort of an angle here.
And at this point, I guess I'll just take out my hand crossbow and shoot at it.
All right, roll to hit.
Let's see. That's 13 plus 6. We're looking at 18.
That hit.
Awesome.
So that'll be a d6 damage.
All right. 6 damage.
Okay. So as you see it weirdly twitch around, you're able to catch it in the middle of one of its twitches, and it pierces through, and you see its shoulder slump a bit, and kind of wriggle around a bit and pop back into place.
Ew.
Well, that's unpleasant.
Yeah, and you just got...
I'd rather talk to the crows.
Okay.
Yep.
Neilton?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Right, Marcus.
Okay. I want to, because I can't get as much as an angle that I want. I want to move here.
Yeah, Vince, can you move forward?
Can you move
Yes.
me here so I can actually proper see it?
I had one job, I'm failing it.
So move into the fortress.
And on Marcus's shield, there's like this little slot on the side, this groove on the side of it. He reaches to his back pocket and pulls out a pistol and locks it in there and fires.
All right.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's like a fancy lantern shield.
Yeah.
Offensive lantern shield.
Yeah.
17 to hit it.
That'll hit.
Okay. .13 damage.
Okay.
And it's loud.
Yeah. As soon as it hits in, all y'all understand what the Centaur's hunting gripes were with him. As he comes up and pulls this device that none of y'all have really seen before out, and what's that, a loud boom noise as he shoots it. You see a giant hole get shot into it. And as it does, you see crows start to fall out of the body before quickly this fabric seems to stitch itself back together.
Now that's unsettling. And then I look around. Are all the crows still watching us?
Yes.
So those aren't normal crows, because last time I shot that, all birds ran. But
All the...
so, right then, and then I'll kind of like, since I only use part of my movement, kind of hunker down in this corner over here,
All right.
and
Is that
kind of just, yeah.
Gotcha. And Mark's turn, Luna.
Yes. So I'm going to move right inside.
Thanks.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Where are we going?
Right inside beside Marcus. Like,
I'm right in the corner.
Right.
yeah, right in the corner. And I am going to cast. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I can do that. Sacred
Sorry.
Flame.
Ooh. Oh, second flame, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this tower's already failing me. That's a 9.
Good.
Okay, so it takes a d8 of damage.
Oh man, that's a 2.
Alright, 2 damage.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Bonus action, I also cast Shield of Faith on Madie.
Okay.
So you have +2 to your AC.
Okay.
You're the closest one.
Seeing your, you send out the Sacred Blast, and you saw this thing's taken a pounding so far, but it's still standing and contorting. You see your sister standing right there, like, yeah, no. And good thing, because he just looks at you like,
Oh,
and he opens his mouth wide, and you see a crow just come out of it and launch at you.
my sleep paralysis demon.
As 2 attacks are coming at you.
Can I see any of this?
Now it rolls good.
No, never mind. Don't matter.
Wait. Oh. Are you close enough for that?
No.
Okay. That's a 21 and a 19.
21 hits.
Okay. So quickly, as the crow comes out, your shield faith comes up and just stops it. It just knocks the crow away and it flies off and lands on the wall with the other ones. Then other than that, it starts swinging wildly at you in this just crazy fashion. And you see the ends of its hands are just all these mangled bits of talons all stuck together. Guess what kind of talons? For 8 points of damage. It's a pretty solid cut through your chainmail. This thing's pretty strong, weirdly.
He's a murdered monster.
That's the end of the crow's turn. Amarok.
Alright, yeah. I'm just gonna move in, and that's all I can do.
Okay.
I got 10 feet, but I can't reach him still.
You can yell at him.
Yeah. I'm just glaring angrily.
If you're a bard, you can just yell at him.
How to play level 2.
That's it. And that's it. That's all I can do.
That will be the end of Here's an Amarok. It is back to Maddie's turn.
Hi. Did not like being hit at all or touched by this thing.
That's fair.
I mean, what pain feels like. Don't like it.
Oh Lord, I need to switch out my dice. Yay, I'm glad I did. That is a non-nat 20.
Oh, that'll hit.
I'm still trying to figure out how
What
to
are you
do it.
attacking
I'll
with?
tell you.
What did you attack it with?
I hit it with a hand crossbow.
Alright.
So, the 1d8.
So it's taking a lot of damage, but it's not really showing the damage.
Is it taking a lot of damage?
It's twitching slightly less.
Yeah, it has taken lots of damage, but still, it's taking damage.
Yeah.
That is 9.
9 points of damage, alright.
And I would like
You like to do a thing?
I would like to do thing.
Alright, go ahead and do the thing.
Really? Do the thing.
Make sure you call before you attack and then in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, there we are.
What do you do?
Her thing.
No, I mean, she's pressing stuff.
The
Oh.
thing.
She's
Look,
doing the
I'm used to
thing,
paper,
guys.
and this is not paper.
Yeah, you're not used to like touching it and then actually going some.
Yeah.
To clarify, this is y'all's play along at home game where you try and find out what these people are playing, since they all like to keep a secret what they're playing.
You're
Yep.
human,
It's
right?
more fun.
Yeah, so obviously if you think you know it, don't tell one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me all.
What? Someone was asking who I was.
Plus
Yeah.
4 more, unless it's undead.
Okay, another 4 more?
So 4 more points damage.
Okay, do 2D. Okay, just make sure.
I
So
rolled
I'm,
low.
I'm moderately answering chat.
Okay, but you slash into it, and you, it just kind of stops for a second. Then your sword bursts with a sudden burst of fire as you hit. It's kind of recoiling back and just easing away. Smiles at you.
Ugh.
But you see it's kind of drooping less and less as you see coming out of its sleeves and the holes in it, the crow bodies are just falling out of it.
Like flying or
You,
actually
sir,
falling.
are revolting.
Mostly dead.
Good.
Some living. And that
Is
would
it
be...
a theme that people we know have birds inside them now? Escapade.
Oh yeah.
He's turned evil now. I'm sorry. I'll stop with the joke.
I'll tell him that later. He'll love that. Cyrus, it's your turn.
Well, I'd actually like to, with my other hand, take out my rapier.
Okay.
And go
Eat 'em.
5, 10, 15, go next to him. Actually, I can swing all the way around him and try to get behind him, and I'll poke you with my rapier with a booming blade cantrip.
Okay. Alright, so that will be flanking, and yeah.
It does the damage equal to that plus the weapon's damage, so that's the great thing. I love it.
Can I borrow someone else's d20?
Don't use mine. I've had bad luck.
Which one?
This one.
You've done with the most damage so far.
Right. Mine gave you bad luck.
Oh, it's
That's
cool.
what they
I got inside the building.
That plus 4, so
Yeah.
well,
You were there.
14.
I'm there. I'm
14
experiencing it.
Yes, 14 away. Okay.
That's good.
I got
to
any
know.
proficiency as well.
Oh, I didn't even add my proficiency, so yeah.
Right.
My bad, I was supposed to be 16.
But go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. So, my normal... This is normal damage. 9.
Okay.
9.
And...
Is it only when he moves?
Yes,
Okay,
only
there
when
we
it
go.
moves.
Gotcha. So you just pulled a rapier and stabbed into it. Then the sound waves just start emanating from the blade, and you see all the fabric just explode. And now a swarm of crows has emerged from it. Some dead, some alive. I need both of y'all to make dex saves.
Ah,
Okay then.
Uh-oh.
I'm so
I'm in
glad.
danger.
You're like oh crap, what's his name?
Got a
Simpsons.
20.
Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph.
20.
I don't like that look.
9.
Oh, dear heavens.
Okay,
9.
you take half of this. You take 2 points of slashing damage. You take 5. As this swarm of crows emerges from the body, just absolutely encompassing all y'all get just cut and torn as you go. And you see all the crows just seem to go off at once, just all cawing together. Until all of them all just start to circle to the back and all form this giant swarm as they're coming together. Until finally you see the swarm slowly start to stop. And in the spot they stop, you see a womanly figure in similarly tattered clothes, just kind of sitting there perched with the hands hanging low, weirdly long arms, as she's just kind of sitting there hanging, just
Murder, she wrote.
she's kind of staring at y'all, and she you hear her muttering something. It's too late. And she kind of flips it back her hands, and she holds out her. You see, are the passive perceptions in the party?
13.
14.
14.
14.
14.
10. I do
Okay.
not notice things passively.
Wow.
Really.
All right.
All right.
No one really notices anything often. But you see these long green lines emanate from her fingers and drift to the bodies on the ground.
Oh.
And
You had to say something about how they're dead now.
I've played this for a year now.
You gave him ideas.
I mean, come on. You,
No,
you honestly thought we were fighting one creepy crow thing?
Of course not.
Never. It's
That
never
was
that
dead.
easy.
You fell down.
It's never that easy.
Or that simple.
You think I play D&D simple?
No.
No, but you can't seem to keep that one dude up.
No. I got all these from a Halloween store. It was to buy a skeleton army for $1, and I'm like, heck yeah, I'll buy a skeleton army for $1.
All right.
I like that he actually has a scythe too.
Yeah.
Farmer John there rose from the dead.
Alright, so you see the lines go out, and crows seem to follow the lines until they all just bury themselves into the bodies, whether through wounds or mouth. And you see all the bodies just slowly raise up.
That's
5 of them in particular.
Aww.
All right.
Looks like we are finding those 5 bandits.
Cyrus, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. What a turn. Marcus?
Everyone, it'd be for the better that we move out of this particular space. And, yeah, I can get closer to the door. So,
Yeah.
so,
Yo, you can't until I move.
well, I can move through you.
Oh, that's
you're
right, you
you're
can
not
move through
alive.
allies.
So, I'm going to actually move to the door first, to the space right next to you on the other side. Yeah.
Oh.
And then when I get there, like, you're standing there with your halberd, right?
Yeah.
So, as he gets there, he
I'm
kind
full
of,
on pike.
as he gets there, he kind of reaches to his pocket and he reaches out and he hits your halberd with a wrench, and then it starts glowing, and then he, then he backs right while he's right there.
This is the old Spice commercial.
And then he can see her. How far away is she exactly?
I was thinking engineer.
How
How far away is the
far?
girl?
How far is away?
To symbolize, she's actually sitting on top of the wall. I just couldn't really do that, so that's why I put her on the stand.
It's fine. I can get there. I pull out my gun, fire again.
Okay, you're gonna fire at her?
Fire at her.
Okay.
I don't know
She-
how I said that.
I mean, she summoned these things, so.
They're all to hit.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright, so we do
Explodes.
so we do double the dice.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so you'd roll
Two of the dice that
dice doubled at modifier once.
Okay.
It's only 12. I rolled low.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So I shoot her, and then I
Okay.
back out of the building so that and to the side. Yeah.
What?
Back me out towards you. I want to but right near the wall. I want to be cut near the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
You shoot at her, and you see, and as you do, a crow bursts from her arm, falls dead on the ground, and you're like,
We're gonna be
and
good.
just run, tuck behind a wall.
By the way, your weapon is magical. You have +1 to hit.
Nice.
Right. So, and you to Marcus?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. I'm actually. You're not apparently have the same idea because I'm actually going to do something similar. I'm going to cast.
Oh wait, I gotta do something.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
You didn't die.
I'm worried what that roll was about. I cast Guiding Bolt on her.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Oh,
I
that's
are
not
these
going to be
balls.
great.
Proficiency plus your spellcasting mod.
That's only 15 to hit.
I mean,
As you do, you literally, you aim straight for the head, and she goes, and her head just kind of disappears into her clothes. It just kind of emerges.
I just whispered bad words. And then, no, I literally just like say the words, bad words. And then like I kind of just slink around the door to the outside of the wall.
Okay, what's her-
Not
And
me,
no,
not
the
me,
other
not
one.
me. That's my sister.
where are you going? You going behind him?
Literally right behind the wall. Like I
I'm
just
assuming
go-
that's like there.
No.
there.
What
are we doing?
That one is in that space, but that is the thing I dropped.
I know that's the thing you dropped. You put it in front of the door though,
Yeah.
correct?
Y'all
No,
step,
it was one back.
Okay, I don't know.
That way we
where
didn't.
going?
That way we didn't step into it, but
over so that way
yeah,
I'm not in
right there.
direct view because you know
yeah, using the door as cover.
that's called death.
I moved everything back because couldn't see
Alright.
everything. So that was my
You
fault.
did good, let's go.
And bonus. Wait, that is bonus action, right?
No, that's a main
No, no,
action
no,
guiding bolt.
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
Something different. No, I'll wait on that. Okay, yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Yes.
End of your turn. Scores down.
What's your health at?
It is her actual turn now. She just got kind of laughs more. Too late, and just kind of slams her hands together, and the zombies start moving.
Yay.
Scary skeletons.
And
Shows
it'll be these two. What are you? One on Amarok, and you see this one's moving past you. Amarok can actually leave the space.
I got 10 feet of movement. Would that provoke an attack?
Yeah. Because you're using a glaive, you have a reach of 10 feet. So
Yeah.
you get an attack of opportunity if you wanted to take it.
Yeah, can I hit him?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
want to hit him. I'm gonna smack him with a stick.
And you can crush one. What's what your stuff is?
That's a 17 plus stuff.
Oh, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah,
Like
so, and then, yeah, D10.
And because his name is John on the initiative sheet.
That's 10, right? John.
Yeah.
Farmer John.
And you also get +1 down to whatever
5
damage
plus
you roll.
2. Arrow attacks. Yeah. But, yeah. Figuring stuff out here. So 9 plus 1, so yes. 10 damage total.
And damage, okay. And damage to John.
That's my reaction.
Okay, yeah, that is your reaction. And then there's the ones on Siras first. That is a 21 and a 20 to hit.
Yeah, both hit.
It's fair. It used a skeleton die. Is
Wait, who's he attacking?
that is first 7 points of damage and 3 points of damage, so 10 total.
Ooh, I'm hurting, guys.
Yep. As these two zombies with these crude weapons just start swinging at you. And though untrained and unorthodox, still managed to hit. Luna, that is a 14 to hit you. Madie.
We're so
You
No,
look so
that is
alive.
not it.
Alright, now the one on Luna. That is an 18 to hit.
Great, awesome, fantastic.
And finally, the one on Amarok. That is a 20 to hit.
It hits. Only barely.
So the one on Luna is 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And the one on you, Amarok, is 4 points of damage.
4.
Yeah.
Alright.
And need you to make a con save to keep concentration on Shield of Faith.
Not you.
It's called. It's like right on the line.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can reroll
You
that.
want
Just for funsies.
15 plus yourself.
Oh yeah, you got it. You just have to get it 10. Alright. End of the Crow Woman's turn as she just keeps laughing maniacally.
I hate to ask, but what was my damage again?
Oh, it was 6.
Thank you.
Next is Amarok.
Alright. I'm just gonna hit the one next to me then. Just wheeling them down. Yeah, I'm assuming y'all can handle the Billy out there with you. Yeah, slap the one in front of me there. That's 14 plus stuff again.
14 plus stuff. That'll definitely hit.
Yeah, okay, plus 6, so yeah, 20 total. So then,
That'll hit a zombie twice.
and then plus the 1, so 21. Oh, that's the thing, that's a screen. That's a
There you go.
6 plus 4, and then 11 total.
Oh, total? Alright, nice. And that's the one you already hit earlier?
No, it's the other one. This one.
Oh, yeah,
I can't reach him now.
yeah. Right. Alright. Alright. That was a, you just charged her and slammed that spear straight through him. It just, still hanging in there. First to go after the undead, and they don't go down easy.
Man of my own heart.
Okay, that being into your turn, Amarok?
Yep.
Alright. End of your turn, it's back to Madie.
Go with the got one in front of me.
Yep.
We'll swing.
Alright.
Another 22.
A 22 will definitely hit.
And that's 7 damage.
7 damage, okay. And is at the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, no. It's the.
That's an action.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's my other turn.
Yeah. It's really good, but it's an action. Alright. That being the end of your turn, it is now Cyrus' turn.
Alright, so I'm actually going to swing around one of them.
Alright, one will get an opportunity attack on you.
Alright.
Jeez, they're rolling good tonight. That's a 20.
Shield to have it miss.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna cast that. And then I'm going to, I'm just gonna stab the one I'm behind with my rapier.
Alright. Go ahead.
14.
That will hit.
Okay. And 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay. Right, will that be the end of your turn?
Yep, that'll be it.
Alright. As you run away, you just knock away quickly with a magical bearing. You're able to stab the one in the back. Just try not to get completely flanked by him. And that will be end of your turn. It is now Mark's turn again.
Okay. That one right there at the door, is it right next to me, or can I move without it?
You can move.
Okay. So I'm going to move to the other side of where I knew I placed that thing.
Okay.
Just right here.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And then as I move there, I grab, I touch at the coil of the rope on the side of me, and it lashes out as the spikes grow on it, and it goes for the skeleton or zombie, whatever it is.
Okay.
The dead man.
Yeah.
Soon to be re-dead man.
Probably not, but
Confidence.
actually, 10 still. You hit it.
Now hit.
Oh, cool. Low AC then.
All right.
So it's 2 points of piercing damage, but that's not why I did it. I did it so, and then I'm going to snatch it closer to me.
Okay.
And because it goes over my trap,
Oh, I took a piece and
It goes over your trap.
I snatch it right into the trap. Must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Well, they're great at that.
oh yeah, nimble zombies.
It's -2, so 15.
Actually, that meets mine. So,
Mm.
so let me see.
How bad hurt are you?
Very bad hurt.
Very bad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very bad hurt.
Yep.
So basically, what you see is this rope suddenly appears. It grabs onto the thing's ankles and tries to hoist it up, but it can't, and then just dissipates.
Okay.
Well, there goes that. Whoever goes after me, well, actually, I don't want to stay here. I'll risk it. So I'm going to actually
Risk it for biscuit.
So I did my action. I can't. Okay, cool. I can still do something else. So, before I'm gonna move and risk getting hit. Try to get near the wall again.
Okay.
Which side? My side?
Yeah, your side.
Will an 18 hit you?
Mm.
Yes.
I've never rolled this good with zombies for a while.
Just same spot you
it
were.
is me.
Great.
Boom.
First campaign. Yeah.
So, what's my damage coming my way then?
No.
My shortest campaign ever. That'll be 5 points of damage.
No.
I refuse to.
Okay, so I take it, and then when I start getting, how much did I have to move to get there?
5, 10, 15, 20?
How tall is the wall?
The wall, right where you're standing, you could probably use the rest of your movement to actually crawl up on top of it.
Well, I'm gonna do one better. As I move near the wall, because I can do this. Yeah, actually no, can't do that. So I'll just use the rest of my movement to stand up on the wall to try to get away if I can.
Okay. Right. Yeah, you're able to crawl up on the decrepit wall.
Okay. And yeah,
Technique, your turn.
you can move the way that blue thing is.
Okay.
It's gone.
Hey, Luna, your turn.
Well, from the two zombies back here, in the thing back there, the furthest ones toward the lady.
These two.
No, sorry, I'm the ones closest to the lady.
These two.
Yeah, what's the distance between them and the door?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
Okay, I want to move. Can I move without opportunity attack?
Yeah, right now you're not within opportunity attack range.
Yeah.
Good. I want to move to about probably like right even with
Five.
your character, Vince.
10, 15.
Yeah, but one over that way. There you
I'm a smell or something. Nobody won't stand by me.
go. Well, no, I just want to kind of like move away in case they want to try to move over and try to
Yeah.
get me too. Just to make sure before I do this, either way I'm going to do something, but just to make sure. Can I do that?
I am fairly certain you can.
Cool. Because, I mean, that's level 2.
Level 2. Level 2. Oh,
Okay, just make sure it does what I think it does. Yeah. Okay.
So that means I can get all of them, right?
Yeah.
Sweet, then I do that.
All right. All right. As you get in the center and you pull out the holy symbol of luster, you hold it high and a shining light it just bursts through it all. All the undead must make a wisdom save.
All right.
That's a fail. Success. What's your DC?
That's a good question.
8.
14.
Yeah, 8.
Only one succeeds.
which one?
The one right next to Amarok.
Okay.
But the other ones, they,
I tried.
You did well.
yeah, that's all of them.
Yeah.
All of them failed except for
All
one.
their worst rolls tonight were just in that succession. Let's see.
I need him to stay near me.
Haven't had this used against me in a while. If creature fails, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as possible. It can't willingly move in a space within 30 foot of you. It also can't take a reaction first action. Will use the dash action to escape. Ooh. Wow. No save. It's just turned for a minute. All right.
So suddenly they all just like freak out inside, hit walls or everything.
And that one outside of
Yeah,
it.
that one can take off running. Everyone else bounces off walls.
Yeah, it's Luna's turn.
No, I still have a bonus action. Which one of these two are hurt the most? Looks like they're hurt the most. That one. I cast Healing Word on him.
Okay. Roll your thing.
Oh,
Max.
yeah,
Come
hold
on.
on.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
D4 plus your spellcasting modifier, I think.
I was tempted to.
The calm collected half elf is
Bleeding
A
a
little
bit.
less calm collected.
oh, he's still calm collected, but you just see like a very exhausted expression.
Tinge of fear.
Spellcasting modifier, which is 4.
Yeah.
So 6.
Artist, that helps a lot. Thank you.
Welcome.
So, it's now their turn. And, yep, they scramble. So, moving as far away from you as possible.
Everybody gets slapped.
Yeah.
That one.
Are we
You get an attack
dashing or can we
opportunity.
get a...
Yeah, the
Attack
two of you get
opportunity.
attack of opportunities if you want to. And that one just... that one just books it 60 foot up.
We've made a problem for some poor farmer now in the field.
You might have
You'd
to.
be like, hi, neighbor, and then, oh no.
He's already
Not
used the
the
reaction.
neighbor.
You already used your reaction, yeah. Thanks for being honest.
19?
Do come back
19,
now.
now it.
And just... That's 8.
8, nice. On that one, that was not been hit yet. Wait, you hit that one, didn't you? Oh, but this works.
Yeah. I did hit that one, yeah.
I'll put that one to zombie too, so I'll know the difference. Alright, so. As you slash it, and since it took damage, it's no longer turned. So there's 2
Immediately
not
right.
turned, and what and the rest of them are. And Amarok, the one on you, didn't waste his turn, so
Right, baby boy.
that is a 15 hit.
It hits.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, 14.
Yeah, 14's my AC.
2 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
It just lightly just slaps you, and you're you're wondering why that one stayed, but all the other ones run. Right.
I'm just not even crass. Just
Well,
shrug it
actually,
off.
she-
Brush the dust
If
off
she hit
here.
that one as it was running away, would that not actually run away since it's not turned anymore?
I was gonna say, since the reaction was already in the middle of running, then just kind of register like,
It's a zombie. It's got momentum. That's how they go.
they're stupid.
It tripped and fell the rest
If it was anyone else, I may say maybe they're smart enough, but this one's still kind of reeling. This is kind of what I was ruling it as, is they're not thinking tactically.
I mean, they're zombies.
Yep.
Yeah.
They do have the overmind though there.
Okay, Amarok, your turn.
Okay, slap him again.
Alright.
That's a 16 plus stuff again. I'm assuming that hits.
All right.
Okay, so now, same thing. That's a... Just do math here. Okay, so what? 3 plus 4, 7 plus 1, 8.
Okay, 8 damage on.
Skeleton right in front of me.
Yeah.
Or zombie right in front of me. The boy.
Yeah. Was that one Joe or was the other one Joe?
John's the one that just bolted.
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
How you looking?
Okay.
Slightly less dead. Or
Mega
slightly
dead.
more dead.
Mega dead.
Does that mean end of your turn, Amarok?
Yeah.
As you slam your halberd into the one that stayed again.
Just chopping down a tree here. You know?
Okay. And Madie, it is back to you.
Yay.
So, go flank that one.
Okay.
In the back.
Gotcha. All right.
I have no range on it.
Okay. You have advantage on hits.
Welcome to
so
the
go
club.
ahead and roll.
22.
That'll hit.
6.
6 points of damage. And that is a down, so gotta make an undead fortitude save.
He gets back up.
How much damage you do again?
All of it.
6.
Okay. Just barely. As you see, just you slam your sword in the back of its head, and just as you let it go, it just falls limply on the ground. So that is another one down.
Another fast dust.
That's copyrighted.
Cover.
All right. Arcane Gate, episode 1 / Queen cover.
Yes.
All right, that will be the end of your turn, Luna.
Maddie? Yes.
I'll get it eventually.
21, 22.
One was wearing
Yeah,
armor,
one is-
the other is not.
Beacon
Well,
Clan,
also one's a
other clan.
redhead in real life, and the other one's brunette.
Cyrus.
We are deep into roleplay right now.
We're so far gone.
I only see all his characters.
I don't see your. I don't see you guys. I see your characters now.
They just see
I
6
see
So-
it all.
Method actor.
Ah, that would be good for you.
See.
Let's not go there.
So seeing as you led them run away from me, I'm going to take that as a sign to run away as well.
Actually, you being closer to me would be a good thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go over here.
We're all
Go
on
back
the side.
to my crossbow and shoot the one I've been hitting.
All right, go ahead.
10.
That'll hit.
All right. 10.
Okay, gotcha. And that one
Max damage on those.
Yeah.
Let's go and save as well. That's a failure as well. So that one goes down as again.
Yes.
All right.
Eating.
Where are we eating these boys?
Yeet. All right. So that'll be the end of your turn, Cyrus.
Yep, that's it.
All right, Marcus.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. Okay. So I will, if I can, walk a bit closer, trying to stay on top of the wall.
Jump up this giant gap.
I would say take an acrobatics check, but you could try.
Like,
It'd be acrobatics to jump over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh, 12. Trying to clear that.
Alright. It ain't too hard of a jump. It's more just... It's a decent enough built wall. It's kind of made for people to be able to stand on top of and shoot, but it is crumbling a bit.
How far?
As close as 30 feet can get me while on staying.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would
30 will put you right here
Yeah.
on him.
Okay.
Hey,
We're on
Alright,
him.
you're running, and you see the zombies just running into the wall like a glitched out NPC, just trying to get away from the turn on dead.
Right there.
Yeah.
Grandmother, I noticed that we had a rough introduction. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Marcus.
Get some odd
20 to hit her with the gun.
Okay. Alright. 20 will hit her.
That'll be 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 points of damage. And I know that you may be receiving mixed signals at this very moment because I shot you, but in certain cultures, that's how you say hello. And then I kind of like say something under my breath and wipe my hand on me, and then there's a flash, and then nothing.
Alright.
So if we can talk things out, it would be heavily appreciated as I'm aiming my gun at her.
Alright, and who's next in initiative? This is Luna next, but you spin and shoot, and you see as you shoot a bullet hole in her, another few crows just fall out of her, and the crows seem to stitch themselves back. Luna, what are you doing?
crow's feet.
I made a few of these jokes as well, so I can't say
I cast Sacred Flame at the creepy crow chick.
that. Alright,
Get her.
that is a 19.
Just for your clarification, because I haven't been saying what the name of the spells are, but
I have a feeling what it is, but yeah, show me.
get this after I shot.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, you do that. Luna, you miss with your shot. Is there anything you like to do as bonus action? As you shoot the flame at her, and she's just staring dead at the center of the room, not really paying attention to Marcus at all. And she just kind of like nimbly jumps out of the way as you shoot the sacred flame at her.
So wait, I see where she's staring at?
Make a perception check.
I think it was yourself.
Hold on. The perception?
Yeah.
Turns out she has multiple eyes. She's looking at all of us.
Yeah.
17.
Crow pops up.
You look, and it's hard to tell from a deep cloak thing, but you kind of focus your eyes a bit, and you do see two strange things. You see one dark, real beady eye staring at one, but you can't really see what it's in. You see one normal human eye, deep hazel, staring dead at you and your sister.
She gonna get you.
Wait, how is it staring at both of us? We're far away from each other. Is it just like glancing between
Chameleon eyes.
Okay, that's fair.
Spinning around the socket.
You're just kind of unsettled by this, then you just hear say, "Oh dear, you're running in fear. How strange. I'll arrange for next time we meet.
Do we all hear that?
She's just whispering that. Not looking at you, Marcus, but you're the only one that really hears this. And she just kind of like drops her hands, and all the crows that were left in the corpses burst out, and just kind of fly into her. And she kind of looks. And she just hops in the air, and turns into a giant swarm of crows and starts to fly off.
No. And the one zombie left?
Nope. All the zombies fall dead.
Okay.
And in particular, you notice on the one that you were fighting, Amarok, as it falls and lands on the ground, Wait, that was already dead.
Yep.
Well, you see as it's as they kind of rattled a bit, some of the crows crawled out of it and flew off. You see its body shifts over, and it's got something red clutched in its hand.
Oh. I'm just gonna poke at it a little bit, say, we got something.
I come over and I'm like, I pick it up.
Okay, well, that was weird for anyone else.
Yeah.
She said that she would return if none of you caught that, but
We're not going to be here. She can return all she wants.
well, job done. Quite an odd encounter for my first adventure, but okay. I'll hop down and
Twist an ankle.
Currently, she's
See-
examining the red thing.
like all of the bodies, they dropped to the ground once she left. So
Yeah.
what I'll
So
do.
like she kind of raised her hands and called back all the crows to her, and then she all flew
So
away.
Marcus will bend down to look at the corpse that was right there, and then he's like, and he casts precipitation on the corpse to clean it, and then he goes through to look at it.
And she already had it.
Oh, the one right here.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, my bad. I thought, which one? Didn't
It's
one
the
grab the
looting
jewel?
stage.
Whichever one had the jewel, she went for that. What you
I
went?
did.
The one right here.
Yeah.
I'm checking.
I was right there.
I'm checking the ones right here.
Okay.
'Cause I was
Make
right there
an
next to
investigation
it.
check, actually. You're messing with it. Nothing seems too awful. It seems like an ordinary jewel, but you look at the bottom, it seems like it's kind of a rough stone, but the bottoms are definitely carved in a certain pattern.
I think this might be it. Holds up the light.
Without telling
It
anyone, like
blinds
have
you.
like magic on it.
22.
22. You know, you weirdly detect nothing. And,
That's how.
and you said 22. You flip him over, and one thing steps up to you. This guy's very well dressed for a bandit. Like, you look at it, and it seems like he's takes pretty well care of himself. He seems like he eats well. His weapons and armor seem fairly new. What do you expect from a run-of-the-mill bandit? You kind of look at the other ones and notice it's pretty similar amongst most of them. Once you take away all the undead shine to them in a metaphorical sense, most of them are pretty well dressed.
Oh, unless we found a bandit cabinet of bandit lords or something, these people are far too well dressed. I'm not well versed in bandits, but I can't imagine anyone living in a decrepit fortress would dress like this.
Can I go find one of the dead crows?
Yeah, sure.
They're there then?
Yep.
Is there anything special about it? Do I recall anything about what she might be?
It in nature check.
Nature.
Did the corpses have weapons on them?
Yeah.
These
I'll
hands.
take the weapons off of their bodies.
Okay, what you find is pretty much all spears amongst all of them.
Are they in good condition?
Overall, a few of them look like they were damaged in some battle, and but you find 10 of them that are in shape. But in particular, as you look at the bodies, you notice a lot of them seem like they died originally of claw marks.
You did not. Based on what we saw here, my friend, you did not die well.
Okay, and
What would she be? It's kind of important that I know.
did you roll a nature roll?
I did.
Did you roll?
It depends on what she is, if I have advantage or not.
Can you tell me what things you have advantage on again?
What is it? Fae, fiends, and undead.
Okay, you have advantage.
Okay then. Roll them up. So 14 plus 5, 19.
19. Her magic's definitely weird and strange. You estimate probably some kind of fiend or fae, but you can't really pin it down exactly.
Okay.
Definitely not undead in nature. It seems like she was able to bring these back from necromancy. Herself, though, not undead.
Ah,
So you can at least rule that out.
yeah. I'm just gonna keep a mental note of that for when she eventually shows back up, as she plans to do.
Well, since we're all living, we got the jewel. Want to get paid?
Job seems well done, and I can imagine that if no one cares for these spears, we could probably sell them. There was a smith in town that, they were on corpses. they're in good condition for what they went through, so you can potentially sell them.
Right. So,
But before we leave, these don't look like they were bandits. These could have just been poor people who got wrapped up in something. Is this like a fortress or like just a courtyard?
not really. It's more of a small like base of operations. You estimate probably this was like the main building, and they probably had an actual encampment built around it.
Well, also another point. How late in the day is it now? It took us half a day to get here.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Okay. Well, if you guys don't mind, I would like to search around this place for a bit. This is weird. I would like to investigate and look around and see what if I can find anything else that gives any hint of what maybe happened here.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go put the door back on its hinge and shut it.
23.
23. Okay. You don't really see anything else off. You do. Looking at these bodies, it looks like they were very freshly dead. Like they weren't dead for too long when you got here. That is one thing that kind of sticks out to you. All of them seemed like they were kind of died in the same manner. It seems like as you're trying to piece some of the pieces together, they were all huddled up in here. She flew over the wall and attacked all of them. Not sure why though.
This is an unfortunate sight. Would someone help me real quick? And I try to like take, not in here, definitely not here. I try to take the bodies out of this place and bury them outside of this castle where they were raised as a dead.
Madie would help.
Like
They're dead.
bury them in the country, like near the fortress, because we can't wander too far off, but not in it.
Right. Okay. So, that being said, as y'all do that and you start to bury them, getting a little darker as you do, as you're just all taking this in, what was that? What was this mysterious person, and what cryptic message did she leave? And as you ponder all this, I'd say this is a good point to take a break.
Alright. So, yeah. Now we reach our intermission. Thank you all. We will be right back, stretch our legs out. And, definitely want to thank a lot of people who have followed whenever we get back. But right now, we're just gonna stretch and
We're celebrating not being dead.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so you kids sit tight, grab your snacks, use the bathroom, intermission.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and also to, we've been getting a lot of questions, so to explain,
You wait.
Madie and Luna, twin humans, you want me to say it? Okay.
Leave them guessing.
Marcus, human, Siras, half-elf, Amarok, Goliath.
Yeah.
So, got a lot of questions about that in chat. I noticed the Maldu was spamming that. So
that kept getting hit in the chat.
Yeah.
I will probably put like a command in there.
Yeah, that'll be fair. While he's still over it. But thank you all for coming. This was great so far. Definitely come back. We got more crazy stuff in store for you next time.
Alright, so be right back.
Well, yeah, after the intermission.
Alright, we'll be back, everyone.
Hey, glad to be back.
Alright, welcome back, and we just wanted to thank a lot of people who have followed. I tried to get the list up of everyone, but I only got the list of this current stream so far. So I'm sorry if I missed everyone beforehand, but we want to thank everyone who has followed before we even started streaming, as well as Sniper Eye, Winter Alpha Wolf, Blackrock, Jay Wookie, and I'm sorry if I butchered everyone's names, but I'm just going to go through these. Amfred, Noth, Valak, Westham, Maldoon, Bubblegum, and yeah, just Isaiah.
Hey.
Thank you all for the follows.
I know who some of them people are.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, thank you, all streamers, all my friends, everything. You guys are bomb, just random listeners. Thank y'all. So yeah, back into the story. If you were just joining us, last we left off, this small group of people are all brought together by this strange, eccentric old man who is very heavily suffering from dementia. And, but all chose all these people individually for some unknown reason. And currently, right now, sent them all in this task to fetch an old family heirloom that was taken by bandits. So, that just ended with them coming to the bandit encampment to find out it was actually only populated by this strange thing that seemed to control crows. Now, after chasing off this woman, they here they are in the encampment, burying all the bodies left behind. Now, what would y'all like to do for the rest of the evening? Are y'all heading back?
So I'll start putting on my coat. So, are we bedding down here or further to town? Because I wouldn't suggest we bed down here. I would suggest that we move, and once night takes, we bed down. If we don't make it back to town.
I don't want to.
I don't want to stay. She did say that she would return. So, how about we not gamble with that?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I
not.
only gamble with winning bets. Let's go.
Yep. So it being on the plane, you can see the sunlight pretty much stretching for miles. Overall, isn't too light seems to last for a little while here. It's just barely cresting over the mountains as you go. But overall, you got enough time to get home, to get back before it gets dark. And see some of the shops are wrapping up at night. You do pick up and see some of the shops. You see the elven ladies actually packing up a cart full of things. Y'all, another stall you notice is you actually see some of the centaurs who had their mat laid out around a little hunting stand. You see her chrome like, hey, Cole, hey, oh, you got roughed up pretty good. Good.
A little bit.
Put some hair on your knuckles.
Yes.
And most of it's literally just dirt rubbed on him.
Oh yes, I should handle that. And he like rubs his hand over it, and the dirt disappears. But
I'll fix it later. Don't worry about it.
I don't want. I'm already gonna have to re-oil this. That only covers so much. But anyway,
They're made of armor that wasn't supposed to get dirty.
I prefer to
like
keep mine
this
clean as possible, but I understand that.
Fair. How'd the hunt go?
Well, it wasn't bandits.
More foul than expected.
There were a lot of birds.
We found what we were looking for and a few other
That
things.
smells literally, honestly.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
We found more than what we initially bargained for. On the plus side, what was there did clear up potential bandits.
Yeah.
I was thinking that was strange. I talked to Dragon and she said she hadn't even seen any bandits in this area lately.
Yes.
Wait, no way.
Like, oh god, speaking of. And he actually stiffens up for a bit. And you see, coming from around the cart, you see a centaur a bit bigger than Chrome, actually. You see this large centaur woman in green leather armor that you notice is covered in a scale, like scales over it. Particularly two large bracers completely made out of scales. And she has a headdress on that seems to be made of a scant dragon head. And you see she kind of comes over, looks down, just, looks down at you. Marcus, are you okay?
Oh, yes, we made it back fine. Got a little rough up there, but,
I saw no bandits in this area.
well,
I would have
yes.
saw them.
Yes, it turns out that it wasn't bandits, particularly. Or something else, something potentially worse.
Describe it to me.
So there was this old woman who wore like rags, and she had long arms that came to kind of claw-like hands. She summoned a lot of birds and raised corpses, and one of the corpses had, like, all of them had crows inside of them.
There was a murder.
There was a big murder. A 5.
Also birds, but
Dead.
yes.
Murder of crows.
Oh, that's what they call it.
Marcus, on us commune. Return to me with your friends to camp tonight.
All right. By the way, we found these. These were in relative good condition. I would work on them for a little bit to make them in proper condition, and they're like some spears, and I'm like on my pack. I'll fix them up a bit more. They're a little bit scuffed, but they should do nicely.
They shall.
As a way of, again, thank you for helping me out and giving me an opportunity to work and learn.
There's no trouble. You were a good hand.
Well, I shall work on these, but we also have to check back in with our employer, and we shall talk to you later once you've communed. Thank you. Also, my work. Introduce yourselves. Come on.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm Siras. Nice to meet you.
Amarok.
I'm Madie. She's Luna.
Greetings all. Good to know he has strong companions amongst them.
Yes, initial business went well. I, again, have met these
The
people.
fact you survived, if this is what I think it is pretty astounding.
By a knife. She did leave. She didn't stay around.
But
Definitely
she did say
not.
she was going to
She
get
said
back.
she did say she would return, which is
Don't stay gone long. And she walks away and it's like, Crumb, pack up.
well, Crone.
He's like, yes ma'am. And he just kind of turns and walks away.
So, looks like we're friends now.
I mean, that was the word used. Yes. Again, I've only met you lot today, but definitely associates. Business associates, apparently.
It's a
Yeah.
start.
Let's start there.
Well, associates, let's go talk to our employer.
Hey, Uncle.
Okay. Right. So you guys all get back to the into the bar, and Mary's like, oh yeah, I didn't like. There's Lori the barmaid, and the other one's name's Marcy. And Red at the door's like, Marcy actually has a letter for you. Frisk left one for you. And as you come up to the bar, Marcy kind of slides a letter across to you.
I like to open it.
Okay, and he's like, hey, sorry, his health took a turn for the worse, so we had to take him back to the estate. Come to the door and show the seal. It should get you in. Signed, Martin. P.S. Sorry.
Well, it was, at least it was that. I thought he just hobbled away. But,
Yeah.
How far away is the estate from here?
Oh, it's very short distance.
Okay.
Like, y'all could, it's probably
It's the
an hour's
giant
walk.
house looking up the town.
because it is getting dark by now.
Well, we're still in town. Let's head out to. It's only a short walk.
Alright. So y'all start to head that way?
Yes.
Okay. They start to head that way. You ask around. Most people are just like, oh yeah, that's that way. They know that everyone in town really knows who they are since they pretty much own the town. And eventually you do get to the actual big double decks, just big old gate at the door. As you do, there is a guard standing there at you, staring at all of you, and he's like, yeah, the ones that Sir David ordered, right?
Yes. We were said to come here.
See, come inside. And he just opens the door and lets all of you in.
Didn't ask to see the seal or nothing, just assumed and let us in. This guy's terrible at his job.
I realized that as soon as no one will notice.
I'm only paid minimum wage. It don't matter.
They all let you in. So you go into the front room, and you do see some people kind of moving around frantically, and eventually one just comes. He's like, "Oh, up there in the upstairs room," and they're all kind of guided to the second floor. It's a pretty big room. You see, it's for some of you have actually been in mansions before. Kind of unconventional. While it's got the size of it, it's pretty simply made. It's mostly decorated, kind of like an old Cracker Barrel. It's a lot of old like farming equipment and other depictions and just simple paintings and stuff. Not really a fancy setup.
Pretty much duck walking the whole time.
Eventually, you do get upstairs, and you're having to duck through most of this because it is a halfling mansion.
Yeah. I'm Gandalf in Bilbo's house.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, most of them only have one story, so this is different. But you get second floor, and you hear a coughing inside. Like, I'm fine. I'm in the spring of my youth. I'm only 23. It's like, Sarah, you're 107. Shut up. And you get in there, and you do see someone kind of dressed in like what you can estimate as a farmer's a physician's get up, just kind of taking care of him, just like checking his vitals and all. He's like, just kind of looks at Martin like, he should be fine. He just needs some rest. Are you sure? He's like, I don't know. I've checked them all the time. I can't figure out what's wrong with them. Then y'all turn. They turn to look to you. He's like, I should go. And then he just kind of shuffles past all of you. And Martin is like, oh, hey, greetings. And you hear, he's like, wait, are they the ones? Oh, my old friend, how are you doing? It's about time you finally got here. Martin's like, oh, you passed the test, didn't you?
The test?
Yeah, you defeated the mercenaries we hired very swiftly, didn't you?
Yeah.
Martin's like, get all subtlety away. Yes, yeah, how'd that go over well with them?
So,
Oh.
Yeah.
a few points. So they were mercenaries you hired, correct?
I'm sorry for the subterfuge. My uncle insisted that you be tested first before you're given your real quest.
Well, would you
Yeah.
come over here for just a moment, please?
He's like, oh, they're quite well trained. They're all from that one group. What are they called? I can't remember the name. They saved my life that one time. Martin's like, he just kind of shoves y'all out the door. He's like, damn it.
Okay, so bad news.
Did you kill him?
Well, no,
No,
they
we
were
did
they
it.
were
We did
they
not.
were dead before we got there.
We did it.
What? You killed them?
Well, when we got there, there was
Scary demon lady.
when we
Crow
yeah,
demon.
when we
Crow
got
demon lady.
for clarification.
Let's just call her murder.
The
Yeah.
crow killed them?
No,
A murder kill.
Wait,
wait, the crow.
the crow?
There was an
Wait, are you
old there was.
pulling my freaking leg? She's an urban legend around here.
I mean,
Oh,
I've never heard
She's
of it.
not much of a legend.
I mean, I've never heard of her,
More
but
like a demon
well,
in my nightmares, but
Urban
How
Win
about-
farmlands.
Make
Urban Win farmlands.
I'd say maybe you have some make a history check.
22.
So you actually, now it clicks in your mind of you have heard similar tales of the Crow of the West. It's supposed to be in an area next to the Shade Grove Forest. There's a strange woman always surrounded by crows that appears right before bad things happen. They say seeing her is a sign of bad things to come.
Oh, that was the.
Tuesday.
Well, then yes, it does fit what I know. There were a lot of crows around. She was muttering something about coming back, and
It's too late.
it's too late, and there was a body that was filled with crows. She raised the dead of the mercenary and then left. Yes, it was rather upsetting.
We
He
did
just kind of
bury
takes
them.
he just kind of pulls a trash bin out of his dad. Oh, I knew some of their families.
I don't. We
Oh, no.
we buried them, and for that sake alone, we can show where we buried them, so their family can retrieve them.
Oh, I'm paying y'all extra for that. Y'all are
But-
nonsense. Thank you.
But yes, this crow.
The crow.
Yeah, the crow. From what I know,
And you into this side of the door and sure.
Come in.
She's
You see him crawling on the ground as David peers around the door. I told you it was fate, son. Dad, you're supposed to be uncle.
Can I just keep him up and put him back in
yeah.
bed?
Let's help him out.
Just wriggle around. Ah, yes, you're nice and strong.
It's only like just a handful.
He's like, and at that point, Martin shuts the door
But
again.
we did recover the heirloom, which I assume was part of the test as well.
Okay, that is an important heirloom to him. He found it on his travels when he was young, and he always said it was part of the Great Awakening. He always called it, and said it always must be protected. So, but he said the risk was worth it if he could find people to carry on his quest.
Well, we have recovered that information and potentially an omen. So, again, for our first adventure, is this the norm?
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
I don't know. Oh jeez, I've never even dealt with the crow. I've only heard stories. I honestly always chalked them up.
To be
to
fair,
crazy.
How about
to
we
be fair, I
start-
thought she was fake too, from what I've heard.
Why don't you point us in the direction of these stories you actually have, physical copies,
I mean,
something we can look, read over,
I would
and
imagine
study.
it would be. It's folklore. It's all over.
Yeah, it's
Then point me to someone who knows the story. I need something to go on.
I'd say our best bet would be in the west, because that's Norwood area, but Shade Grove Forest is... It's a place no one wants to mess with. The only...
I don't want to fight her right now. I want to find out about her.
Okay, it's just, the area is dangerous in general.
Well, we'll have to talk to people. The
Um,
bad thing about folklore is it changes depending on who tells the story.
That's why I wanted to book.
Yeah, that's why I'd say your best bet is heading west. In particular, towns that have had the most sightings of her, I'd say probably Honey Hovel. That place has seen her a lot. And other than that, probably your best bet is the biggest settlement are in that area. But, jeez.
You did say that bad things usually happen after she shows up. Like, what bad things?
All sorts of things.
Rumors,
like,
They say before the sacking of Honey Hovel, she was appeared there.
So generally bad things.
Yeah, that was the battle that
She-
caused the tribal war. So
she's an omen. You don't want to see her, but seeing her gives you advance notice.
That's generally it. It's things have been really quiet about her. It's like I said, I assumed it was a myth. Like
Again, as did I, a bedtime story of someone. It wouldn't make sense, but we saw it. Their legend was there in front of us. So,
right, I have no reason to doubt you.
no, I'm not. I'm confused as well. But, well, we have a lead. We can check Honey Hovel and see if we can find any solid information on her.
That's what I'd say is check Honey Hovel, and other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Jeez, this has grown to be quite a mess. My uncle has more information to give y'all. If y'all want to back out now, I won't judge you. But
Well,
this was supposed to be a simple challenge to see y'all's goodwill, to see if y'all take the gem and run, or what you do in this situation with these bandits. It was all supposed to be a test of character. I'm sorry for the deceit.
speaking of which, why are you testing us? What are you trying to do?
Can y'all walk with me for a bit?
Yes, of course.
I've walked for a week. I'm about tired of walking.
I will pay for a hotel room tonight. All right, I owe y'all that much. I'll make sure it's for your size too.
That'd be helpful.
I mean, if we say the Centaur M, you were fine there, but they don't.
Big pile of
They
hay.
also don't
Yeah.
have.
They have a kind of a stable on the side.
So it's not comfortable sleeping if you're not.
Something
I've
you've
slept
grown
worse.
used to. Is centaurs like horses sleep standing up? You don't know how. It's like their spines are able to lock into place.
August, I've had a lot of rough
Just
nights
thinking
on.
about these slugs over.
I've had a lot of rough nights sleeping on the ground. I would prefer a soft bed.
Yeah. In particular, He takes you outside to a balcony on the second floor, and he just kind of sits in a chair, and just kind of puts his hands in his for his face. Like I said, back out. I'm not going to blame you. This was a horrible thing, and I felt awful about this the whole time. But this was all on my uncle's orders, and I love my uncle. He always believed in me and always supported my dreams to do better. And while I'm not an adventurer, if you don't know, I run the Ranch Hands, which is essentially a cooperative group that tries to protect the Emerald Expanse. It's actually founded by the area you're from.
Oh, so you're the local guard.
Yeah, we're kind of the local militia. Ever since the tribe wars, we've been trying to establish order, keep people safe, keep the goblins and other goblinoids, the lycanthropes, everything on the other side of the border, just keep relatively safety. And I felt rotten about this, I'm not going to lie. But for some reason, despite my connections, despite the fact that my uncle has great ties to Advent, the mercenary company that just lost a few of their members. In particular, that name sticks out to you. Advent's actually one of the 7 groups that runs the city you're from.
To be clear, we did not kill them. Make
no.
sure that's known.
No, I will not. I will do my best to keep all rumors of that down. I think anyone that can see a body and tell that was not a human sign if the crow did it.
And yeah, they did not go well, unfortunately.
I can only imagine. Regardless, like I said, I love my uncle, so I'm doing all this for him, and no one else in my family believes him, but I do, and I'm worried what state he would be if I stopped supporting him. And
so, are you recruiting us for the guard?
no, I'm not. That's the thing. He wanted someone independent, not affiliated with any major organization or anything to do this task. My uncle has a notebook that he's not let anyone look at. I glanced at it. There's a method to the madness, but I could hardly understand it. And he insists that there's these ancient secrets from all across this country, and there's a lot out there. We still find stuff today in the Guard, since, to those of you who don't know, all this country was once elven in nature, from pretty much north to south, excluding the Dwarven territory. That's always been. The halflings and humans kind of lived as nomads or just in amongst elves through the Rift Wars, where the veil was torn and demons and devils started coming through the world, and started an all-out war, which resulted in Ozamar Tiefling societies rising up, and then Yuan-Ti taking advantage of the chaos and the plagues that followed, and other wars that ravaged between the distant pirate islands to the west, and everything else that raged. The elves just kept getting pushed further and further north. Now they have their empire in the north, and left all this alone and left it to the humans and halflings, and there's still elven ruins that show up that have great magic and other things hidden. So there's a possibility what he says is right. There's a lot of abandoned territory in this world that is unknown. Like, who knows what's in Shade Grove Forest? No one's outside of goblins have traversed that place ever since the trolls have taken over. And no one knows how they were able to even get through.
So he wants us to pick up his quest of some sort?
Yeah.
And I know that he wanted unaffiliated people, but I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but I have very little renown at all.
It's just, he picked, whether it was luck or not, he sent a lot of my scouts out there looking at young adventurers. In particular, he had this idea that he wanted young startups that were uncorrupted and will make their own path. That was his idea. Whether it was right or not, I don't know. This was his idea. And like I said, I'm not sure. I'm just putting all my faith that he has a plan, because he's obviously seen some things, because he was perfectly normal when he left, and now he comes back and raves at night about this great ice castle in the north, and the deep hidden libraries deep in the ocean, crazy monsters just waiting to come through and destroy and eat the world. Just all this insane stuff, and he always talks about things waking up. I never understood what he means by that, but he always says there's something sleeping in this world, that one thing can what was that old poem? When one awakens, he will weep. When the other awakens, he will reap. To one of them, the world will be theirs to keep. And that's something he would repeat nearly on loop when he came back. When freaking Advent found him half dead and frostbitten at the base of the mountain, they brought him back on a corpse cart thinking he was dead, but somehow he was still alive. And that's all he would repeat for weeks on end. And
Has he been like this ever since?
yeah, he's perfectly fine, bright young person. Just something he saw has changed him. And that's what worries me the most. Is there a method to this, or are y'all just a random chance? I hate to be that blunt with you, it's just that's what I'm working with here.
Well, we should at least hear what he has to say. If he picked us for whatever reason, and we should hear what he wants of us. I mean, we witnessed a folklore, we witnessed a legend, and that's a bit more off-putting that since we witnessed her. Because she may be connected to us at this point. Who know? It could be something bad involving us, but we should at least see what your uncle has to say. At least that's my opinion on the matter.
I don't think it's too far from what we're thinking.
Any of the other you have any thoughts? You can speak now or for a hold your peace, I guess.
I'm up for adventure.
I am curious about a couple of things.
And to be an adventure, you just kind of roll with the punches, so see.
That's pretty much it.
Well, if that's the case, I wish y'all the best. I guess I'll turn you over to him, but that's his thing is either wants someone to turn over his notebook to the Platinum Vaults, or to pick up the pieces where he still left off. And Platinum Vaults is another name that sticks out to you. They are another one of the merchant guilds that run the that basically run the free cities.
Mm-hmm. Well, then let's see what he has to say.
All right, so I'll be wake in. And as you come,
but before I do, I will let him know. We buried the mercenaries near this part of the fort. We didn't bury them within because of what happened there, but they're buried near this location.
You're saying?
I wouldn't say that. This didn't seem right.
Right. As all we walk off the balcony and walk into the hall, you just hear a little humming coming through the door. As you open, he's just he's done his best to sit up in the bed, and he's like, good to see you all.
Oh, you've seen better days?
Oh. I've seen worse days.
Well, from what we found out, it seems we've passed your test.
Did you?
Ran away.
Oh, good. Here you go. Let me get that because of it. It's yours burden now.
Burden?
I-
Just put it down.
Closes your hand. You must. There's 3 more of them. Never let them fall into your enemy's hands.
You want me to
Why'd
hold
you
it
let
for
me
you?
get away with this?
I mean, I couldn't have really stopped you.
Speaking of which, what is it? You sent us to get it, but didn't tell us what it was.
And he kind of reaches under a pillow and he's like, oh, that's what that is. It's one of 4 keys.
Key.
Now, you gotta take the key. You got, the other one's hidden. I couldn't reach the 3rd one. 4th one, I'm not sure where it is. You must find it.
What do they unlock? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I'm not sure I want to unlock
Wait,
that.
old friend, there you are.
Hi.
Where have you been? I'm glad you finally woke up.
Oh, I've been on an adventure with these guys.
Oh, great.
Where does your friend live?
Right, you gotta go see him. Yes. Oh, no, that's the trick. They're so smart. They never figured it out. Okay. It is exactly 5 miles out of town, 20 steps to the left, 30 to the right, 20 forward. Then it's there.
Are you talking about the other key?
No.
That's where you live, apparently.
No.
Your full elf counterpart,
No.
apparently.
Oh wait, you're not him.
Oh, he is.
No, we're just
What'd you
confusing
do?
the old fella.
Oops, sorry.
So, you sent us on a task. Might I ask?
Oh, are you done?
Yes. We
Yeah, I-
retrieved the key.
Okay, keep it safe.
Um,
There is 3 more of them.
Someone else want to take the key?
I just like grab your arm,
I
and like
was
slowly slide him
wondering-
out of his grasp.
I was wondering,
Do you want to hold it?
how do you know us?
I do want to hold on to it. I just want to see it, just to see what it says on the bottom.
Or
You can edit.
So what?
So you're just looking at it?
Yeah.
Do we, any of us
hunch?
recognize?
a hunch. So where do we start? Do you have notes upon?
5 miles out, 20 feet to the left, 30 feet to the right, 20 feet forward.
She starts
Then you're
writing
there.
this down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll definitely keep notes on this.
Speaking of notes,
think that's gonna
do you
be
have
our
a
answer
journal
for now.
we can look at?
Oh, right, you need this.
It would help.
This
Ma'am,
is my
I
legacy. It's yours now.
I understand. These are notes of your journeys.
Yes.
I would love to read them if you were alright.
Yes, you must go and see my friend and tell me how he is. I have to wake him up. He'll know what to do, and then I'll give you the notebook and the key. I need that for now.
Snatch.
So
Dear fellow, what was that poem that you were spouting off?
One wakes he he'll weep, and the other wakes he reaps, and to one the world will be his to keep. One wakes he'll reap, the other will be his to keep.
Why did you do that?
I think we've lost it.
How about this?
Yeah.
We'll take the key and the journal and head over to the location.
No, the crow's watching you. I need a journal.
Okay.
Well, it'd be for the best to. Well,
No.
then we'll go with
You take the key, I take the journal, and they can't kill us both.
Oh,
Oh.
The only issue there, we outnumber your legs by
A lot.
Yeah,
He
a
does
lot.
have a personal army, though.
well,
I have my lovely nephew and his good-for-nothing brother.
so, well, yeah, it'll be for the best if we divide that up. That way they they can't get us all.
What if we swap? We take the journal. You
Well,
keep
we
the
lay
key.
in bed.
I just let me read over some things first before I let it go. It's
Understandable. We're not leaving tonight.
These-
We can come see you in the morning.
these are more solid memories than my own.
How thick is this book?
Not the thickest.
Can we just quick hand Cliff Notes it? Copy it over?
Oh, he is not letting it go.
Oh.
It's understandable. We'll talk to you in the morning before we head out. It's late tonight.
Yes.
It would be unwise to head out on the road.
Yes, that's good. Just
So for now, we will hold on to the key. You will hold on to your notebook, and we'll come see you in the morning.
just many have been lost on the same journey you are going on. Don't let yourself get lost as well. Okay.
Well,
Oh no, he's not. No, he's not.
well. Until we see each other tomorrow, sleep well. We will come by.
It's like 50 years.
Well,
No.
then
It's good.
do your best. We will come by and see you tomorrow before we head out to see your friend. Well, good night. And I turn to leave.
Good night.
Good night, dear friend.
Don't try and trick me. You'll make an old man cry.
Always just trying to bring a smile to your face.
Good night. Good night.
What?
Keep holding it.
Oh.
And like when y'all leave the
I hate
room,
this
when
key.
y'all leave the room,
I'm just like, you're going first.
Marcus is just standing in the hallway, rubbing his temples.
Martin just eased the door shut.
Wow.
She's like holding the key like this. Why?
Okay, so
What is with this?
he gave us
Oh,
a.
shit, dude.
Do you have a map or something?
Like, I tried to find out if there's any magical properties at all. There's nothing noticeable to it. It's weird.
Maybe he means it literally, like it's a key.
No, he literally wouldn't write anything down outside of that notebook. He always worries. He always talked about someone always watching him who would steal what he found.
Well, you have a map or something that we can use? Or
Yeah, here. And he, let me go to my office. I need to actually get y'all payment. Y'all at least go down to the foyer. I'll get some tea and start to bring you some tea and stuff. I'll get to you in a second.
We're not allowed to drink.
Okay. And he hurries off real quick, and at that point a maid comes up and says, "Oh, come down to the foyer. Y'all deserve a rest."
Oh, thank you.
And she gets you down there. She pours all of you tea and stuff, and as you do, coming into the room actually is another halfling. You see a very well-dressed man, similar robes to Martin, except he has gold trimming on them, and his hair, while not shaggy at all, is very combed down, straight. Kind of has like the Opie haircut going on.
The good for nothing brother.
He just kind of sits down across from all of you. Just, evening. I hear you're my uncle's new associates.
yes. My name is Marcus Locke. You may call me Marcus.
I don't like that tone.
And my hand to him.
He shakes her hand. Kind of a loose grip, but yeah. And on the table he sits a sack. Take this and go.
Go where?
Go to bed?
No, just leave my uncle alone and stop entertaining his ridiculous thoughts.
How many others have been on this quest?
You're the first ones he's ever talked to, but there's definitely more qualified people to do it. And not to say I don't want y'all to do it. Not to put y'all down at all. It's just he's chasing a pipe dream at this point, and he's being ridiculous. If he actually wanted this done, he could find people to do it.
And why did he choose us?
He's crazy.
How did he find us? That's another thing. Because if it was just random people, that's fine, but...
we're all from random... I have no clue where any of you are from, but...
We were like 2 weeks away from here.
Some he sent, some he sent word out, some paid off some information brokers, some he contacted some strange elven woman in a marketplace. Various means.
That's the thing, is he found us when... Yeah, we barely have a name to ourselves. Searched us out. So how could he find random names?
I
I
don't know.
work for the Alchemist Guild, so probably found me through them.
He's crazy. He talked to that witch, I don't know. Now,
Which?
What?
the elf. I take the gold to go. You'll never have to see us again. It's enough gold to last y'all a while. There's 100
Why
gold
are you
there.
so insistent on us leaving?
Because I want the old man to live his days in peace and stop chasing these pipe dreams. It'd be better if he just thought y'all abandoned him.
Don't you
It's
think it'd
his life.
be easier for him to
if I...
just think that someone's out there doing what he wants?
And also, if I may...
It's insanity.
If we were to just leave, there's no guarantee he wouldn't just seek more people out.
Mm-hmm.
And more and more. It,
At least this way you have a guarantee you know who it is.
I'll be honest, based on what we've seen today, he's gotten my attention. I at least wish to follow this partially.
He's a paranoid, crazy old man. That's all I'm going to say. But, you want the gold? Let me know. It's 100 of it. It's real good. And he shakes it and just starts to walk away.
You might want to see your brother from time to time.
He's about as delusional as he is. Just keeps walking away.
Well, that's a lovely family connection.
He's a funny chap.
Well,
And at that point, Martin walks in. He just sees him walking over. He's like, he just got walks over y'all. Sorry about that. Either way, here's the initial payment. He sets a map on the table and he sets 50 gold down.
I immediately look at the map and I apply myself and try to find the point where he was talking about.
As he's doing that, I look at Martin and go, yeah, that... He just said something about your uncle was talking to a witch or an elf.
A witch?
Oh yeah, there's a whole medicine woman in the marketplace.
Should we...
By any chance, would she normally be in the tavern that we initially met?
She'll go for lunch, but other than that, she's not really, think about it, yeah, I did see her in there. Yeah, she goes in there for lunch every now and then. She has somewhere where she sleeps outside of town.
Why would she have told her your uncle?
I don't know, I've never talked to one personally.
Well, it seems we have a heading, a lead at least. If she's talked to your uncle and we talk to her, maybe we can find out more.
It's a quicker lead than out of town.
Yep.
Especially, but we also can chase this up. By the way, you're all content with following up on this, correct?
Might as well.
I have nothing better to do right now.
I'm curious, but I won't let my curiosity speak for everyone else.
I'm curious, especially after having an old man press a key into my hand and tell me never to lose it.
Well, if that is the case, then it would not be proper, and then the 100 gold that his brother sat, and I...
Oh, he picked it up and took it with him.
Oh, I thought he sat it in front of us, oh, you can take it and leave.
No.
Okay, I was about to hand it back to his brother, but, well then, for tonight, we could either go to sleep, or, we have no clue, everyone will be shut in by this time. We have no clue on where this elven witch would be outside of town. So
We could wait until she comes in.
We
We are in sleep.
so yes, we'll sleep for the night and start chasing leads in the morning.
Okay, that's a good idea. Y'all rest up. Obviously, once y'all complete this, there will be more payment. I just wanted to give y'all a little bonus that I wasn't even told to give y'all. Y'all dealt with a lot today. Take this money and have a good evening.
He gave us 50 gold.
Right.
So 10 for each then. But
Okay, we all gone to bed then?
Yeah, and gave you a map of the Emerald Expanse.
The one thing I have a question of, he said 5 miles out. He didn't say which direction.
he said 5 miles out left and then
But 5 miles in which direction?
20 feet right.
yeah, that
40
too.
feet.
He just, yeah, that's it. He said left. 5
Go
miles
by the
out.
old tales he told me. I think east is where he'd always say he was going. Apparently spent a lot of time there as a kid, and that's what kicked off his adventure.
So east 5 miles out to the left and then how
20
many?
feet.
20 steps.
20 steps left, 30 steps right, and 20 steps forward.
Okay. Well, we shall.
Then he said it's right in front of you.
We have a couple of leads to follow up on. I say that we at least, if we can, talk to this woman before we leave town, and then, depending on what she tells us, we head out.
Either west to the other town or east to.
We follow. How far away is the town that last encounter, that most likely encounters the crow?
Honey Hollow? Honey Hollow is... Honey Hollow is on foot about 2.5 weeks away.
So yes, we should check up on.
But on
Is
horseback...
We should check up on the Uncle's League first, because it's closest.
It's
Well,
quickest.
well then, if we're resting for the evening, we shall see you in the morning.
Right, in the morning. Y'all have a good evening.
Good evening.
Do I need to set you up a room at the inn, or...
Would be nice if you don't mind.
Mildred? And you see a halfling run over, and he writes down a note real quick and hands it to her, and passes a few gold to her. So, alright, it's taken care of. Just, bartender knows who you are. Y'all stand out like sore thumbs around here.
Appreciate it.
Oh, no trouble at all. Thank you for everything. And y'all head out. So, where would y'all like to go to first?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll head to the tavern where we have the room rest for the night, and face the Uncle's Lead in the morning. Well, I mean, if we can first if we can find the elven woman, we talk to her before we leave, and then chase up on the lead.
Right. So you go to town, see if you can find her. You currently see where she was. Currently, her entire cart is gone. It seems like she packed up for the evening and left.
So we'll talk to her hopefully tomorrow, since we have no clue what.
She comes every morning.
She came for lunch. She was there when we came into town.
So, yeah. She's pretty regularly there.
Okay. Well, it's been a rough day. I feel like I am going to retire to bed.
Well, before we retire, though, we are traveling together. How about proper introductions? I mean, we've met today, and we don't even know where we each came from.
Yeah. As each of you get in a tavern, you do see as soon as y'all sit down, a plate and flagons put in front of you. And Torment.
Juice for y'all.
Torment walks up to you. You want another good old glass of Orion? How'd it hit you?
Pretty well, but I think everyone else should taste it. I need to recover.
Okay. Glass of Orion for you. Orion for you.
No. Juice, please.
Milk for the
They're little young.
We got some fresh goat milk. I'll get you some of that.
I think it could be worse, too.
and he leaves and slides both of you a glass of Orion. He's like, what would you like then if not Orion?
Just something mild. Thank you.
And he pours you one as well, and slides you 3 flagons and sets 2 glasses of goat milk in front of you.
So,
She picks it up and she just.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing with Orion.
It actually is fresh. Oh, with Orion?
Yeah.
Make a perception check, actually.
She sticks her tongue
Okay.
in.
yeah, I would actually like to do that for mine as well.
Perception.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Plus 3, so 23 total. I can tell it's just pee.
Make use of all goat liquid.
16.
Ugh.
16. So you smell it and get the faint waft of onions. A slight tear starts coming to your eye, and remember your Goliath. It gets sucked up real quick. This is all onions.
It's like onion vodka.
This is a vodka made straight of onions.
I'm
Then
actually
it includes in your eye Orion.
This is the one you threw out.
Yep.
With a nat 20, it clicks in your mind.
Underaged.
I bet he thought Orion was a good wordplay on onion.
Oh, well, no. With that waft of onions, I'll let it sit there for a moment. But,
Heck, I went down it. Just one go. Whole way.
You see him just sitting there, just rubbing his hands together, like. And he sees that, he's like,
Don't need to roll anything. Constitution.
oh, it tastes foul.
Okay.
Performance.
Yeah.
well, I'll down mine, I guess. Go ahead and get it out the way.
Alright, I will say a con check for both of y'all.
Alright.
Not bad.
That's, what? 16.
Okay. No tears.
I just slam it
It
down.
tastes bad, but you're like,
I admire his, creativity.
18.
okay, no tears either. You both you just gotta lock eye contact, like,
Quality stuff. And it's like I kind of turn away and I cast precipitation on my tongue.
Sweet.
We'll make an adventure out of you yet.
tell your friends, I plan on it, I plan on shipping it soon.
Yes. Ooh, science is clear.
Probably do it as shots rather than
Give it,
full
try it.
flagons.
Tell him. What? Give it, try it. What would you tell him?
Well,
Really knock him down. Just go all
Well.
out.
so now that we've had our drinks,
I don't know. Does it taste like onions? Does it?
Oh no, it's just
Okay.
no.
Everything's onions.
yeah,
Everything
It's
is
a blooming
normal.
onion.
He's just very hardly trying to push his new house brew.
so now that we've all had
Actually, I like
our
onions.
drinks and our initial meeting, would anyone like to say where they're from? I mean, we all traveled.
It'll be in front of you, just beef and potatoes.
And onions.
And there's leftover
There's
onions.
onion everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
You're noticing a theme.
But I'm from White Top District. It's about a week out from here. Again, I don't know how he initially knew me. I'm fresh out of the academy.
What academy?
We noticed.
Yes. Yes, bit of a trade school, but
What's your trade?
well, I do like to make.
Yeah, I seen the little exploding stick you had.
It's quite loud.
I can tell.
It's not good for hunting
No.
No.
or catching rabbits.
Maybe you can give him the first go, maybe. But
Well, yes, I'm fresh out of the academy, newly graduate. I was out just wandering near my home, and ended up getting a letter with no one telling me who it's from. I was a bit. I like taking risks, but coming to a location where you don't know anyone, meet a random stranger who sent you a letter. It was iffy. I was unsure if I would actually come, but I did. What about the rest of you?
well, I I guess I'm going next. I'm from the Free City of Merton. Worked with the Alchemist Guild for a while, and been with them for, well, for a long time, I guess. That's the only past I really care to talk about at the moment.
Well, all of you know me as Cyrus, and it is just Cyrus. Where I'm from, I'd just like to say far from here. And I was actually
Well,
just traveling.
that's not ominous at all, but alright.
But I was just in a tavern, performing, and next thing you know, I was given a letter. I was already on my tour, so I decided to come here.
Yeah.
Well, me and Luna have just been from town to town, just living off the land.
So, 2 drifters and
No drifter.
drifter
I drift.
Gainfully employed.
and graduated student.
I'm like the only adult. I have
When
a
you're the
job.
adult.
I am an adult. I just haven't found myself.
You're a
yet.
college student, is what you
No,
are.
I graduated. Thank you very much.
To be fair, that's more than some have.
Lydia and Madam, we need an adult. Marcus, I am an adult. No, you're not.
You're a graduate!
How was your character again?
35.
Okay.
For a half elf,
That's still not
Yeah.
very much for a half elf.
The whole team is babies, I'm telling you.
That's still like early 20s for a half elf.
yeah.
You live like over a century.
We're not even adults.
Like 180.
Yeah, we're not.
And you're 22, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still frat boy age.
Again, he graduated.
Were you in a frat?
Uh-huh.
That's neither here nor there.
It all makes
And
sense now.
Frats, man. That'd be wild.
But so again, you two are rather young to be traveling around by yourselves, from town to town even. I'm just saying.
Way to get an early start.
I mean, even I didn't leave home until more recently. Well, not leave home, leave my hometown. I was living on campus, but
So you just
I mean-
make a choice.
Yeah.
And college does kind of take up your life, though, doesn't it?
I mean, in a good way. I've only recently had to learn how to live outside of that space.
We've never been in the city. He's never been out of the city.
Yeah.
All of this is rather new to me. Again, the word adventurer keeps being thrown at me over and over again, but
Like darts.
and I haven't really left out. I mean, I intended to, not necessarily this way. I intended to leave the city once I graduated, but it was just that's more of why I followed up on this lead. It was an opportunity to see something beyond the city.
To go on an adventure, you'd say.
I just, if you wanted to use that word again.
Eventually, it'll lose its meaning.
Expand your horizons.
Again, I wasn't initially venturing out seeking employment. It just happened that way.
Generally
Darts,
how
they
it
do
happens.
anything.
Well, we have that at least. More information on one another. Which
What's
is
your favorite color?
only blue. I guess if I had to put any.
Well, let's hope that you can learn to stealth better.
Okay, I'm not used to wooded areas. Okay, I'm used to if I have to be, again, city roads.
But you're used to putting one foot in front of the other, right?
Not in the wilderness. I mean, I underpacked food for my initial track, but I didn't realize exactly how far away this town was from mine.
And we're the younger ones.
And we gave him the map.
Look, okay, you're wanderers. You're used to traveling around. I mean, I'm used to having
You're a city boy.
I'm used to having a convenience store down the street.
So you learned how to hunt a rabbit, though, right?
Hunt.
Do you want to?
I did, in fact, hunt a rabbit.
Were you successful?
I was successful in hunting the rabbit.
Did you shoot with that weapon that you used that was really loud?
I was unsure of its effects on smaller game.
I'm guessing it didn't go too well.
Or two well.
I've never seen something pop like that, but it was surprising. Interesting development, and I learned something new.
Do you want us to teach you how to hunt a rabbit?
I mean, I have this one ability that can be useful, but yes, it would be helpful for if we're tracking out in the wilderness. Again.
I guess if we're ever in the wilderness, we'll just...
So like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Muddy streets, branches, and all over
Twigs.
the place.
Streets.
There's no streets in the wilderness.
I'm used to cobble and worked ground and not wandering about in the wilderness.
Oh no, this ground is slightly uneven. Oh.
Uneven lanes. Oh no.
And
And
being my nature, when I had the opportunity of venturing out to learn something new, I went.
Well, I'd
And
say
there-
that you're alive, so you're doing well. So
I successfully found allies in the wilderness who took care of me, and in return I worked for my supper.
Did you find them, or did they happen upon you?
I mean,
There's a difference. One is you finding them,
you-
the other is them rescuing you.
I would like to think I
What?
signaled for aid. And
So you screamed out in the wilderness.
no,
Help me, I'm dying.
They may have caught me in the moment of
Panic?
capturing the rabbit and then realizing that didn't exactly work.
They heard the pop.
Oh yeah.
This is very loud.
Fair
So
enough.
they might have heard me signaling in distress and decided to come to my aid. And in return,
How loud did you scream?
I didn't scream.
how loud did you shriek?
I am not a coward. I didn't shriek. I didn't scream. It's just they heard this go off and they came to help me because I was scaring off the animals.
Okay.
Ah, so they came to tell you to stop scaring off the animals.
So that way they can hunt.
Essentially, I guess if you want to be so forward about it, I would like. I just think that I was out and about trying to learn things by doing. Learn by doing. It's better for you in the long run.
Question.
Yeah.
You already knew your weapon made a really loud noise, right?
I did.
And you already knew that usually, especially small animals, tend to run away at even the slightest noise, right?
Yes.
Okay, why did you think it was a good idea to fire that?
I figured that I could kill it before it was a problem. And I
You
and I
did.
and I did.
You did.
I did kill it before it was a problem. It's
It
just
became a
that
bigger problem.
it's just that there was nothing left for me to eat, which was a bigger problem.
I mean, you just sort of scoop it into a pot and you got stew right there. It might be a little crunchy, but
Interesting.
you boil it long enough, anything's soft.
Interesting thought process.
Maybe you can do that little trick where you clean it and then just dump it.
Unless, of course, some of the juices was on him because
Yeah.
it's being on how
Then you
far
just
away
open
it's
your
popped.
mouth. I mean, it's protein, pure protein flying at you.
Ew.
Unsanitary, but I will keep your logic in mind for the next time that I am hunting a rabbit.
Puts it in the pot first.
Don't worry. It looks like we'll be hunting rabbits together.
Oh,
Hopefully,
yeah.
other people can pick up the slack there, and I learn by watching rather than learn by doing.
You will learn.
Oh, God.
I mean, I was able to keep a fire going and keep myself warm.
Hey.
I'd say I roughed it pretty well rather than the food situation.
Which is kind of an important situation.
It's one of the. So yeah, I was able to keep myself from freezing to death out in the wilderness.
And how many of your books did you have to burn to do that?
I didn't have to burn any books. I know wood burns. There's tons of wood in the forest. I'm not an idiot, just inexperienced.
You have a lot of theory, but no practical.
Well, yes, to a certain.
All books.
I mean,
are
if you
in.
read something in a book, it doesn't mean that you know how to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I've read survival.
Case in point.
I read a survival book. Some of it worked, others didn't.
You read one?
How are you gonna fare if you come across a bear?
Oh, he's dead.
I mean,
Bigger game.
I've read of bears. I've read of bears. I've never seen one. I've read of them.
Dice, stay far away.
Duly noted. I have this.
At this point, just Tormund's just kind of sitting there like, I want a drink or.
I think he's been sitting there the whole time.
It's just kind of y'all finish your drinks instantly, and he's just been watching this dog fight.
I'm defending myself because I am attacked.
I'm sitting here thinking like, oh bless his character.
Most other people are starting to wind down, so just wanted to check in on y'all.
I'll have one more drink, and unless anyone wants to talk about any interesting things that maybe they did on the way here, then we can settle up for the evening.
I actually think I will head to bed myself.
Yeah.
All right.
It was nice talking to you all.
I'll have one more drink, and then I will head to bed as well.
Okay, you have them up.
Head to the room.
Yeah.
This time in ale, I'm still. Oh, I loved the flavor. It was great. I just want an ale this time. I'm trying to go to sleep. Liquor gets me buzzing.
Okay, I'll get you a local favorite, and he brings you a thing of honey mead, very popular from Honey Hobble.
And
Which Honey Hobble does stick out to you in particular. Basically, it's one of the most popular ale importers from your area.
I'll drink that happily.
Yeah, very popular amongst your school.
So,
Those little fruity drinks that college kids drink.
It's the what'd you say?
Little fruity drinks.
His
I think
school
the
just
white
entered the
doors.
craft beer
White
age.
doors.
Yeah.
IPAs everywhere.
Yeah. So, I'd say it's the Elven Academies and the fruity drinks. Yours is like full IPA area.
Yeah.
As all of you guys go off, you got 4 room keys set up. Obviously, one's meant for you two. So all of you get your own individual rooms, all paid for. You get up and you see like 3 beds shoved together. You're like, oh.
They're trying.
But, isn't this? Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, be happy you found a bed based on this town. It's either small beds or no bed.
Yeah.
No, still a bed, just hay.
Hey,
Yeah. But you guys get a good night's sleep. Some of you, best sleep y'all had in a while.
I do want to say that when she and I
Finally
do
no
finally go
ground.
to our room, I do tell her about where the crow lady's eyes were at, and that she kept staring between her and me.
I don't like it.
No, I don't know.
Especially if it's a bad omen.
That's why I wanted to go continue on. That's why I was okay with it for once.
um,
Your bad idea might actually be okay.
Oh, really?
to make
That's a first.
to make the spears in better condition, before I turn in, I'll just like keep saying an incantation, rubbing my hand over it to mend it a bit, and to fix it up a bit before giving it to. Oh, that's the other thing. We have to check in with them tomorrow too.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Yeah. So, anyone else got any rituals or anything they like to do before you get to bed?
Clean the zombie off my weapons.
Fair.
Also,
Right.
one other thing.
Yeah.
I will pull out a piece of thread, wrap it around the door handle, saying an incantation, and
Gotcha.
I do that to the window as well, and then go to sleep.
Gotcha. So, all of y'all get to sleep. Like I said, some haunted by nightmares of the strange things you've seen today. Some the best sleep you've had in a long time after
Sleep like a baby.
plenty of hard nut. Well, y'all, some of you've seen some pretty weird stuff in your travels.
After sleeping on hay and ground and hay, out like a light.
You have a bad roll.
I have one, but it's still
You haven't figured out how to use it yet?
No, he used it again. He's not used to roughing it. So I have a bedroll. It's comfortable, but it's still on the ground.
Oh, I wish we had this discussion still around the table.
It's still on the ground.
I'm just yelling through the wall. Yeah.
Head through the wall.
know how to sleep in there?
Do you know how to use that
I
thing
just
called
hear
bed?
that relaxed sigh.
Alright.
Oh god.
This is the softest thing we slept on.
Yeah,
in a while.
some of you
Yeah.
sleep better than y'all have in a long time, and just out like a light. Then as you wake up the next day, you in particular, you get Marcus. You hear knocking at your door, and you hear a sleepy voice of Marcus saying, "Wake up call for Mr. Marcus. Apparently, a lady downstairs said you missed the communing last night, and
Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
your friends are requested to be down there and to make sure you weren't killed by an urban legend or something like that. What did y'all do last night?"
I wake up.
Legend.
I wake up. I'm immediately, as quickly as I can, like start putting my armor on and getting ready.
Yeah, she knocks on all your doors as well. It's pretty much crack of dawn as well.
Yeah.
A little early for this, isn't it?
Yeah, she's very insistent and she's a scary woman.
Madie
we
sits up in her
have
hair
to
like,
go. I forgot how
One shot of eyes.
she doesn't like to be kept waiting, and we kind of forgot to check in with her.
No, you forgot.
Well, I mean,
I did what I was supposed to do.
I mean, she wanted to talk to all of us, so we forgot.
But you
I
know
did.
her.
I
We
do
don't.
remember hearing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
have no obligation. You do.
it takes all y'all a little bit to
We're
get
gonna get
ready.
him drawn and quartered here.
He's like,
Well, let's be fair. He was on his way to killing himself
okay,
anyway.
so we go this way, and it's like, and then as we I'll start leading them to the direction, the initial location, and then as we start getting closer,
Oh, no.
I get further back.
No, as soon as you'll get down the stairs, she's standing in the human area, hunched down, just staring at
When I'm about to step down the stairs, I see her. I kind of back to back.
I just moved to the side so that way she can just see it.
We just step, like, he's behind us, we just go,
Yep. She's
Yeah.
definitely giving y'all the disappointed parent eye.
I'm
I
sorry.
haven't had that in a while.
I'm sorry. We were.
Stop.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
glad you're safe.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go.
All right.
Much to discuss.
Mum.
And that is where we'll wrap up there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I figured that 3.5 hours would be good for first night.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How close did you come to dying?
Oh, I had 2 HP.
Oh!
Oof. And I've no.
My character
Yeah.
was calm and collected. I was like, maybe not so.
That's why I'm just
I'm
like.
so glad
That's why I'm
I
just
just went ahead
like.
and
These
healed you
things.
then.
I was like, these things can't seem to move that well. Hop up on the wall.
That was smart.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I've never rolled that good with zombies. Before I got a
Oh, you
three to hit.
were pretty much just like wrecking us.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never had a 2PK with zombies before.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, especially with that turn undead, probably. That's
That
going.
saved-
That's
That
saved. That's saved.
Yeah, because like
Good job.
I think the lowest I rolled for attack rolls with them was like a 15.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've
I
never
have-
done that good.
I
with
had
attack
2
rolls.
shields.
I actually didn't realize I had that, and I just happened to go through my stuff, and I'm like, oh, this would be very useful.
I was thinking that in the back of my mind, but I didn't want to backseat game. Y'all just like, let her do what she wants. It's her character.
And then luckily I found it.
Yeah.
I had
Oh, yeah.
caution already.
So
Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. We will be back next week at 7 p.m. Same time that we started. And as we go on, gradually this channel will grow more and more. We'll probably also check to see if there's anybody to raid. But
oh yeah, let's definitely do that.
yeah. Till then, we'll just be on the Be Right Back screen. And thank you all so much for watching.
Alright, but yeah, thank you guys. This was great. Thank you especially to Rocket Punch, if you guys are still out there, for hyping us up so much. Lick Game Narita, thank you. Thank you to Dirt Cheap Dungeons, that shirt I was wearing. That's where I got all the dungeon balls from. They're great. They've been supporting me since the very beginning.
Way more also that we have. Yeah, we've made way more of those.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of them as this campaign goes on, so definitely check them out. They're awesome. Also, thank you for Block 03 Studios. He's the guy that painted Luna, Madie, and Siras' character pieces. Great artist, great guy. You should definitely check him out. And yeah, thank you for everyone that came. This was great. First Twitch stream me and him did together. Yeah, that was great.
And also for those that are not watching live, thank you for showing up and hope you enjoy the content.
All right, thank you guys. Y'all have a good day. Evening, whatever.
Bye, everyone.
Morning.